guard, pulling it down the field. He goes stiff arm to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, and down the sideline. The Marauders in the end zone, touchdown. Turner breaks through the line and down the sideline. He goes to the end zone, touchdown. Looking option, pitches left. Oh, it's fumbled but caught, and now hit is down for a loss of a yard. Here's a snap, a screen pass down the backfield, coming to the left-hand side. Marauders all over him, and down for a loss. From the right side, looking for a block, getting outside across midfield to the 45, and off to the races he goes. Quarterback looks to throw, is up and picked up by the Marauders down the left sideline, headed to the end zone. Here's a snap and handoff, sweeps on left-hand side with Walker to midfield to the 40. To the right side, and they got a big hole once again to the 30-yard line. They turned and making a move. Snap, looking right, throw right, it's intercepted by the Marauders, and he's going to take it to the house. Hello everyone, welcome to Mingus Marauder Football on KYBC AM 1600 and Verde Valley TV Cable Channel 2 on Cable 1 and Suddenlink Cable Systems. Along with Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. The playoffs start tonight here at home. The Coolidge Bears are in town to take on the Mingus Marauders. Mingus coming off a huge victory last week over Cross Valley rival Camp Verde, a 74-8 victory, and a game that the Marauders really needed for their offense, I think. Jackie, one of the things I talked to Coach Young about before the game here tonight was how was that game important to your team as far as getting your momentum and getting to feel good about yourself again. So that was perfect. Everybody got a chance to get out there, got to score a lot, got to get the offense in rhythm and moving again. And after a couple of games where our offense was played a little rough, it was nice to get them rolling once again. And hopefully that can propel into a good game and a nice offensive performance again here tonight.
Well, it was all on the ground for the Mingus Marauders. Over 400 rushing yards, equate to 74 points. Yeah, Mingus tore it up and kept the ball on the ground. The Mingus Marauders really didn't run up the score because, I mean, even in the second half, we had a whole entire different squad out there.
Right, brought in a lot of the JV guys and a lot of the younger guys got a chance to play in that one.
Well, we had starting offensive linemen playing out there as linebackers. I mean, if you were a senior, you were on the field somewhere at some particular point for senior night last week, but something that I absolutely loved, which, you know, you come out, you battle, you fight hard on the field, and then at the end of the game, both teams end up at the M for prayer at the end of the game, which I thought was that was classy.
Yeah, especially after a 74-8 beatdown. That was nice to see the Marauders get everything going there, Jackie, because this team tonight that's in town here, this Coolidge Bear team, they may be a number 11 seed, but this is a team that is actually ranked number 5. They're ranked one spot ahead of Mingus in the actual ranking, so this is a very good football team. They've got a lot of size. They've got a lot of very fast, skilled players, and Coach Young was saying that he thinks that their offense tonight, after a big game last week where they really got rolling a little bit, he thinks that tonight they're going to have to come out and play some old-fashioned smash-mouth football. He thinks the way to attack this Coolidge football team is to come right at them and try to ram it down their throat, because he said these guys have got some athletes and they can get outside. They're fast, and he doesn't know that we're going to be able to beat them to the corner.
Well, there's definitely speed weapons on this squad coming up from Coolidge. The advantage is Mingus obviously has a home game. Yeah. Number 2, Coolidge has driven over 3 hours just to get here for the squad. They for the team or game. They got here early, ran around Cottonwood a little bit, relaxed, got something to eat. So they've been here for a little while. The other thing, though, is really going to have to be the 12th man. The 12th man. Now, remember,
that's not all it's here.
Right. This is an AIA tournament, which means that your Mingus Marauder passes do not work tonight. Do not work tonight.
Dum.
You need one of these, one of the AIA passes that we luckily got somewhere around Game 9 instead of the beginning of the season. And it is an AIA game, so you do have to pay even if you have a Marauder pass to get into the game.
Bummer. But at least you get to watch a great football game.
Amen.
All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. The teams are out on the field. Actually, the Marauders have left the field here momentarily to get ready for this big game. It's the first round of the playoffs. The winner of tonight's game goes on to play the winner of the Seton Catholic and Chin Lee game. How about them Wildcats? All right, we'll be back after this.
Your life, it's all out in front of you. Your future, wide open. Come and get it. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored. It's a big world. So many places to go and things to see. Experiences you've dreamed of. They can all start close to home. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Keep your vehicle on the road and running right for less with Reese's Tire in Cottonwood. The Reese's Tire Car Care Club Card never expires, and you'll save almost $475 off car care services. For only $89.95, you'll get 4 free oil changes, plus discounts on brakes, AC service, batteries, and of course, savings on tires too.
Come into Reese's Tire and Auto and ask us about our Car Care Club Card.
At 2435 East State Route 89A in Cottonwood.
Mingus High School, the Marauders and the Coolidge Bears ready to battle it out here in the first round of the state playoffs. And Jackie, an interesting bracket here for this Division 4. If you look at it the way I looked at it, I find a Final Four of the Marauders and 3 White Mountain teams.
Right. Yeah, very likely. Extremely likely. Now, Seton, of course, made it to the semifinals last year, returning a lot of players to that squad from last year. So Seton is definitely poised. I think they've got a shot to be potentially in the Final Four, and a lot of people certainly think so. Mingus might be the dark horse. Right. You were talking about how Mingus is actually ranked a little bit behind. As you take a look at the bottom of the bracket, Chin Lee goes visit Seton, who, well, they did that last year. This is a do-over, and, well, last year they lost 74-6. Coolidge and Mingus match up here tonight. Buckeye and Winslow. So Buckeye going up north to cold country, as does Fountain Hills, who, by the way, Fountain Hills will go up and see Sholo. Fountain Hills had the single biggest margin as far as strength of schedule this year of any team in Division 4. So that means they played the roughest record of course,
okay.
Depending on who you
lost me there for a minute.
You know what?
They had the toughest schedule as far as overall schedule strength is what you're saying.
Now, why didn't I think of a nice, simple, easy way to say it like that?
No, but that's what it is.
Right.
So they played the toughest schedule in Division 4 this year.
Well, according to the strength
and we're,
meter,
a number 15 seed.
Right, exactly. 15 seed playing number 2 here tonight. Top of the bracket, it looks like Blue Ridge, of course, coming in at number 1, undefeated during the course of the year. They will draw number 16, Globe. Monument Valley will have a home game against River Valley. That is a drive from one side of the state to the other.
Still like River Valley in that one.
I do too. Monument Valley, of course, lost to Winslow, the first real test they had during the course of the year. Australia Foothills, who thinks they've got a shot to be in the Final Four, they will take on Empire, who did some upset duties from the 11th seed last year. And number 4 Snowflake at the bottom of the bracket there, looking to move on as well. I think Snowflake definitely moves on here tonight. Australia Foothills, I think, has the inside track as well. So it is shaping up.
Empire, those Tucson teams, they're mysterious.
Yes. Well,
you wouldn't want to play them in baseball.
Nobody really knows anything about them until you show up.
All of a sudden you go, whoa. And that's been the case. I mean, Mingus has played some of these Tucson teams in the years past. The Santa Ritas and the Canyon del Oros. And remember that kid Martinez at Canyon del Oro? Then he bounced around to wherever Jeff Scarin was. The Sabino team that we played in the playoffs. Santa Rita. Who was the other one? Palo Verde. Yeah. They had the ball the whole third quarter in the playoff game down at University of Arizona Stadium.
I still have nightmares on that one. That was in a state title game, 2006, I believe.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was at 6 or 5. I think it was 5.
Oh, it could have been 5. Yes. Yeah, in fact, I think you're right. I think it was 2005, and that is when Seton petitioned to go up to 4A Division II.
Because they could beat teams like Mingus, they said.
Right.
Well, here we are.
Right.
We'll find out, we think, next week.
Possibly.
Yeah, and that's something I talked to Coach Young about before the game here tonight, that if the Marauders win the state championship this year, JB, holy smokes, they've earned it.
Yes.
Because you've got a very good football team here tonight in Coolidge. Most likely playoff scenario for the Marauders is tonight with Coolidge. Then they play next Saturday, a day game against Seton Catholic. Then they'd play against Sholo, the number 2 ranked team, and then they'd have to play Blue Ridge. Most likely scenario if everybody wins the way they should. So, I mean, you play the top 3 teams in the state and a team that is ranked number 5. So you play 5, 3, or 2, and 1.
Right. Right. Yeah, well, you play 11, 3, 2, and 1, right?
Well, yeah, and in the power rankings.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, as far as the rankings of the state,
right.
You play 5, 3, 2, and 1.
Now, the interesting thing about Coolidge coming in here tonight, they definitely have size. We were looking at some of the beef out on the side, and I was actually wondering how much it took in dollars to buy them pizza when they got here. But some definite big kids on their squad. At the same time, speed is their primary weapon. JT Gray and Jameer Moore coming out of the backfield, apparently very, very fast. Downsides to them, they run kids both ways. They're big play people, will run both sides of the ball the entire game. And, well, the other piece to it is Seth Laura. Seth Laura, their starting quarterback, went down against Boston Butte in that loss 13-12. And in that game, well, they couldn't even go to their backup because he was injured. They went to a freshman quarterback, ended up losing that game 13-12.
Sounds like Snowflake.
Right, and from that point on, it has been Romero, the backup quarterback, the junior, who has had the helm. And, well, they had one loss against Maricopa, which the coach said that they came out and played flat. But other than that, they have been near perfect. Now, at the same time, their strength of schedule, as we had talked about it, very low. In fact, they've only played a couple of teams with winning records. They haven't beaten one. They have wins against teams that are 5-5 and 2-8. However, they've not played the competition that Mingus has played during the course of the year.
No, and that's the reason that they dropped down to a number 11 seed in the power rankings, because they're 8-2, but they haven't played the toughest teams that the Marauders have. So even though they're the number 5 ranked team, they're the number 11 in the power rankings because of their weaker schedule strength. There are no Fountain Hills.
No, yeah, exactly. Fountain Hills gets in at 4-6 because of the strength of their schedule and who they've played. And well, and then they've got to go up to Sholo and play them, which is going to be tough as well.
Well, they were in.
Yeah. Well, any given Friday night, or in the case of rounds 2, every given Saturday, day or evening.
Right.
Isn't that weird that Division 4 will switch to Saturday games?
At Washington? No, at Apollo High School now for the Marauders. And then to Washington High School.
Right. Yeah. 8400 North 47th Avenue if you are looking to go on the road with the Mingus Marauders, hopefully next week.
And it all wraps up in the Sky Dome.
Yes.
The flag.
Yes, which gives Mingus almost home field advantage.
Yeah, kind of, against anybody has to come past us, I guess.
Right.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about the Marauders on the season as a whole. Some of the stats that the Marauders were able to rack up this season. Quarterback Luke Simmons, a senior quarterback this year, and throws for over 1,000 yards on the season, JV. So did a nice job getting the ball moving through the air, something that the Marauders have lacked a lot over the course of 21 years now. From time to time, they've had a proficient passing offense, but this year seems to have done really well. Simmons has done a good job, over 1,000 yards throwing.
Well, of the total, 1,062 yards passing the ball, 1,043 of them belong to the senior Luke Simmons. Luke, of course, 0 for 3 last game. They really weren't trying to throw the ball against Camp Verde. He never really got any rhythm going, but nonetheless, rushing the ball. Tyler Herndon leading the pack for the Marauders, 102 carries, 783 yards. So with a phenomenal game here tonight, maybe he could hit that 1,000-yard mark, or
boy, maybe, sure could use that, huh?
Man, or we just need to win and go on and give him another game, right?
Yeah.
Dakota Hanks up the middle, 592 yards rushing and averaging over 6 yards going up the middle. Brandon Kitchen, I like this. 12 carries, 115 yards. That's a great average, almost 10 yards a carry. Simmons has got 210 rushing yards on the season, and Rios 150 on 16 carries. So Mingus mixing it up a little bit, Josh Longfellow's even had a few in the backfield. 7 carries for 84 yards, averaging 12 yards a carry. So it'll be interesting.
1 for 53 and a touchdown last week.
I like it. Another one I can remember. First time in the backfield, 1 yard run over somebody, right, touchdown. Yeah. But defensively for the
touchdown ratio.
Oh, I know, he's got a phenomenal touchdown ratio. 7 touches, 2 touchdowns on the year. Receiving wise, Brewer leads all Marauders, 26 receptions, 500 yards. We got 3 other receivers out there over 100 yards in receiving yards. Herndon, Hanks, and Rios as well. Leading tackler for the Mingus Marauders. You want to take a guess?
Josh Longfellow.
Indeed, 131 tackles, and Brandon Kitchen hit the century mark as well with 100.
Kitchen would have been my second guess, yeah.
Pelletier's up there with 86 as well. Mingus looking at a plus 13 in the turnover ratio on the year, which is not
plus
too
13.
bad.
No,
plus 13.
Almost 1.5 a game.
Sacks-wise, 30 or 23 sacks on the season for the Mingus Marauders, led by Zach Pelletier with 5, but on his heels, Brendan Gregson with 4.5. Wellborn has 3 sacks. Brewer has 4 interceptions, leads the Mingus Marauders in INTs here on the season. And special teams, Cadera has done a phenomenal job with his PAT ratio.
He really has, and last week he was exceptional all the way through. Made them all the ones that he attempted last week at least, and that's a weapon, Jackie. I mean, those are points that count, especially this time of year. This is the second season. We go through, it's almost like the regular season's a preseason for teams like Mingus, who are perennial playoff teams, and the second season starts here tonight, and every point's going to be valuable. And we've seen throughout the season the Marauders have a willingness when they get close to go for 3. And that's another thing that we haven't seen in years past, that the Marauders have that extra weapon that if you get down there and it's 4th and goal from the 15-yard line, well, hey, maybe we can get 3 points out of it instead of having to try to go for it.
Heard Coach Young talk to the Marauders here earlier today, and he repeated the famous words, "It is special teams and defense that wins championships."
No doubt about it.
Indeed. Now, the other piece to that weapon is how many touchbacks do we have on the season? If Coolidge comes in with this kind of speed, you know darn well they're going.
Away from him.
Yeah, they're going to have those guys back sitting on the line. If you can get it into the end zone, put them on the 20, keep them from the opportunity of running them back. That is huge.
And we'll have to keep our eye on that when the Marauders are forced to punt as well, with Simmons rolling out with the pooch punt and trying to sideline it and do a little bit of the old Ray Guy style, just trying to keep it away from the guy and kick it as far down the field and out of bounds as you can.
Well, I know Mingus is going to be trying to get in. Special teams, they were challenged to see if they could block a punt out here today. Got to get your lines and get in quick.
Pelletier and Kitchen,
absolutely.
Here they come.
That's right. And I think it really falls on those two to see if they can get one of these punts blocked here today.
Yeah.
And it may be one of those kinds of things that's going to make a huge difference here today.
Or the turnovers, like you were mentioning earlier. The Marauders are plus 13 on the season in turnovers. It's almost 1.5 a game, and that may be a crucial thing, especially if it's something that comes at a spot on the field where you can really take advantage of it, or maybe something that's returned for an instant touchdown, something that is a momentum builder.
Without a doubt. Now, talking to the coach of the Coolidge Bears, he was telling me that they are also better than plus 10 in the turnover ratio.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
We did not have any stats, would not give us any stats. He says they wait until the end of the season, do all the stats, do it as part of their big year-end party kind of a thing. I told him that was absolutely no good for radio or television.
No, or recruiting.
Right. Well,
no fun.
Yeah, speaking of recruiting, they do have a couple of kids that are in the process of being recruited.
I bet they do.
Most certainly so. And in fact, let's see, who did I write down for him?
Old number 66 was one of them. I know that. That's one of the kids you were talking about when you came off the field there.
One of their linemen, that's right. He already he has had a couple of different offers. One of their wide receivers, Ty, has had an offer from Pima Community College, and Jameer, one of their running backs who is a senior, has had some offers. JT Gray, by the way, who is their second leading rusher, only a junior, and pouring it on this season. So obviously they're expecting offers to start coming in for him.
I'll tell you what, somebody's not coming after big old number 51. They're crazy. That kid looks the part to me, Jackie. I saw Dominic Bryant at 6'3", 275 pounds. Looks like he can pack on some more weight as he gets older and gets into a college program. That kid looked athletic. He looked like he could move at 275, and somebody's not after that kid. They're crazy.
Well, right now, Josh Jordan, their middle linebacker, seems to be their key on defense. He leads the Bears on tackles, and, well, you know, man, he is rather large as well coming into tonight. Senior 6'2", 228. They'll also put in the backfield Eric Clayton, number 33, who is a junior, 5'9", 235, and he'll come in and actually run the ball from a fullback position.
All right, fans, well, we are here ready for the playoffs at home. The Marauders have received a home playoff game in the first round. The Coolidge Bears are in town as the Marauder Band will take us into a break. We'll be back with more of the pregame show and the kickoff coming up here shortly.
Marauders fans, take note. Renegade Steakhouse is the place to enjoy good food, good friends, and good times. From Wrangler's Prime Rib to Cowboy Caviar, and from Cactus Fries to Cowboy Burgers, it's all here waiting for you. I'm Ty Stite, inviting you to visit us at Renegade Steakhouse, where we do things with a style all our own.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauder Band out on the field. The teams have retreated to the locker rooms to go through their final preparations before this big playoff game here. First round of the 4A, or not 4A, it used to be 4A, Division 4 playoffs. Hey, and speaking of which, the rumor is, JB, that this is the Marauders' last year in Division 4. We'll be moving up to Division 3 next year.
Really?
Yep.
That would be an awesome
You haven't heard that?
No, I haven't.
Oh. That's what everybody's been saying. Where you been, man? Out of the loop.
Yeah, you know, I'm always the last to know. I hang around the coaches all the time. Nobody talks to me.
Nobody said that, huh? I've heard that a few times now, that Mingus is most likely going to move up into Division 3 next season.
Well, I would love that, to get you back with the Cocaninos, the Flagstaffs, all of that. Speaking of Flagstaff, this is very weird. You probably won't ever hear me say this again. I almost feel sorry for the Eagles.
I don't.
8-2, and they don't make playoffs. Well, their strength of schedule was basically what caused them.
Philadelphia Eagles were 8-2.
But the Flagstaff Eagles 8-2 and don't make playoffs, probably deserving of making playoffs. The interesting thing is the key to them making playoffs this year was, well, the Mingus game.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of like the team we're playing today. They're 8-2 and they end up 11.
Right.
All right, well, we're going to turn things over to the field now as the Mingus Marauder Band will take us through the national anthem. Back at Mingus High School, that's the Marauder Band. That's where you start the playoffs of the national anthem. Greatest song in the world there, JB. Hey, you had a chance to talk to Mingus Marauder head coach Bob Young before the football game. Let's head down to the field and take part of that.
Here we are sideline getting ready for round 1 of the Division 4 playoffs. The Mingus Marauders hosting the Coolidge Bears. Along with me, Coach Bob Young of the Mingus Marauders. And, well, last week against the Camp Verde Cowboys, it looked like the Marauders went into overtime, putting up 74 points on the Cowboys.
Well, all 3 phases of the game were spectacular last week, and we came out and against a rival played very well.
Well, not only that, obviously fought very hard to get a home playoff game, and since we don't know how the equation works, we went a little overboard, right?
Well, we were surprised that we still had a shot, and when we found out we still had a chance to get a home game, we knew we needed to take care of business last week, and our kids did a great job of that.
By the way, I did want to make mention, both teams meeting at the end of the game. I thought that was absolutely fantastic, and it was moving up in the box.
Well, and that's just a testament to the Camp Verde kids. They wanted to have a quick team prayer, and it was fantastic sportsmanship by everybody involved. And that's what high school sports should be all about. You play hard, but when the game's over, we all live in the Verde Valley, and my hat's off to those guys.
Well, we talk about it all the time with the young ones. When you're on the sideline, you're a gentleman. You step across, you're a beast. And, that's when you turn it on and go to work. Here tonight, the Coolidge Bears, I don't have a lot of stats on them. However, we do have a little bit. What are their weapons?
Boy, they got a lot. They got a lot of speed. They're definitely not an 11th seed. I can tell you that right now. They've got 3 or 4 running backs that can break it at any time. They've got 2 big, tall receivers. So they are a tough team to defend, and we've worked real hard all week to try to put ourselves in a position to have a chance to do that tonight.
How has practice been all week?
Good. We've had 3 good weeks of practice.
Excellent. Now, do the seniors know the importance of the last game? It is the last home game regardless of what happens here at Mingus Union High School.
Well, it could be their last game all together. So, they know they're running out of time now, and that every day is precious to them. And, hopefully they'll go out and give their best shot tonight.
Absolutely. Well, obviously, how do you defend speed? How do you just defend that?
Well, there's only 40-some-odd yards wide, so we've got 11 guys. So it's a team effort. If the team does what they're supposed to do, we've played speed in the past and done well. So it's just, you do your thing as a team.
Well, defensively, you have 13 players on the field. You got 11 players and 2 sidelines, right?
That's correct.
Now, offensively, Mingus, obviously, we're going to have to be able to move the ball. We have got some big defensive linemen to move out of the way.
Yeah, we do, and I think our offensive line has improved, and they're starting to mesh a little bit. And when we do well on offense, we're running our sweep, and we're running our veer and stuff like that. So if we're able to have some success with that, we'll have a chance to score some points tonight.
One last question here for you. Obviously, Mingus or Coolidge goes on to play the winner of Seton and Chin Lee, and wouldn't that be phenomenal if the Wildcats made it and went on to the next round?
Well, stranger things have happened. You get into playoffs and you just never know.
Well, that's certainly true. Of course, Seton beat him 74-6 last year, and now they're going down again. And Seton, of course, a real strong team. And hey, we got a few little ins with them that we'd love to settle. And hopefully, we're going to get the chance next week.
Well, we got to take care of business here the next 48 minutes, and if we do that, we'd love to be able to play those guys.
Well, this is what we hope for. This is second season time. Round 1 of the Mingus Marauders and Coolidge Bears here at Mingus Union High School. Coach Bob Young, thank you so much for your time. Good luck here tonight.
You got it.
Verde Valley Connections is your source for primary medical care.
Verde Valley Connections is here for you. We're taking new patients every day. Just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment, or stop in and we'll try to work you in.
We'll take the time to get to know you.
And if you need a prescription, our pharmacy is right here in the lobby.
Whether you're new in town or just don't have a primary care connection,
Verde Valley Connections is here for you.
Call 634-2236 and ask for Connections.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Mingus High School, the Mingus Marauders will receive the ball to start tonight's ball game. Coolidge won the opening coin toss and has deferred to the second half, pulling a Mingus on the Marauders here, JB. So Mingus will send Tyler Herndon along with Brennan Kitchen back deep to return the kick, which will be kicked off by number 24, Aaron Guzman, a 5'7", 143-pound junior, and 43 of it's in that big right leg.
Right, exactly. In fact, he limps. He's a little lopsided.
Yeah. Well, the Bears are in town for the first time ever. We've never seen Coolidge, JB. In all the years we've done Marauder football, we've never seen this Coolidge Bear football team. They've always been a smaller school and played at a lower division level than the Marauders until the last 2 years. They're here in their white uniforms with the blue and red helmets, and they're ready to go. Kicking off to the Marauders in their home reds with the silver helmets and the silver pants. Here's the kick. It's high, it's short to Herndon at the 15, and we've got whistles blowing all over the place, cannons going off. It's just a great time here at Mingus High School, and apparently there's a flag on the far end of the field, and Coolidge is offsides.
Well, we start with a penalty. How about that?
Typical.
And, of course, that means that the Mingus Marauders have to reload the cannon quickly.
Yeah. Jesse's down there pumping it away. Hey, get that stuff out of there. Come on, get that back in there. He told me he's got enough powder for 100 points again tonight. We tested him last week. He said he had enough for 100 last week. We got 74.
Right.
That means we can score some more.
Yeah, he made it all the way through.
So not a very far kickoff, JB, to the 15-yard line. The Marauder return men are now standing at the 15-yard line awaiting the kick. So that 43-pound right leg, not too booming.
No. Unless he was trying to draw him in, you know?
Maybe. Then try to kick it over and run down and cover it.
Right.
Here we go. Let's see. Here's a kick again. It's short. This one will be taken by Kitchen at the 17. Kitchen up the middle of the field, follows a block by Herndon, spun around and down across the 30, out to about the 32-yard line. Not a bad return for the Marauders in good starting field position. Herndon got up in front of him and just really put a good block on the initial player, the person that would have been the first to make contact, but Herndon took him out and got Kitchen an extra 5-10 yards.
Well, nothing fancy, just straight up the middle for the Mingus Marauders here tonight.
Marauders are led by senior quarterback Luke Simmons, number 80, 6'1", 180 pounds. Tyler Herndon and Dakota Hanks are your running backs. One man split to the right side. Now Herndon goes in motion. Mingus going to look to pound it up the middle with Hanks, and he's got about 3 yards out across the 35 to near the 36-yard line. Gain of 3, and it brings up 2nd down and 7 here for the Marauders.
On the tackle, number 11, Eric Jones, one of their linebackers. He's a senior, 5'11", 170.
Hanks in the backfield by himself. Got 2 wings in this formation. Tight end working on the left-hand side. Sweep going on the left-hand side to Herndon. Herndon trying to get outside. He's got a first down and now caught from behind and tackled out across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. So back-to-back running plays. That's what head coach Bob Young said they needed to do tonight. And it's not going to be a lot of us try to run outside and sweep these guys. He said they're fast. We're going to have to smash it down their throat. And the Marauders 2 plays, 1 first down, and now quickly back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was impressive, and Mingus, you're right, into kind of a hurry-up mode already.
Yeah, trying to keep these Coolidge Bears on their toes here. And switching formations now. Brewer switches from the left side to the right side at a wide-out position. Simmons set under center. Herndon in motion, and the handoff going up the middle, and it's Hanks out in the open. Hanks breaks a tackle and then caught from behind by number 1, J.T. Gray, but not before a gain of 9, and Gray was the only player back that time. Otherwise, Hanks might have still been running to the sideline and down.
He's one of their speedsters and still only got Hanks by a shoelace.
Gray, a junior, 6', 185 pounds. 2nd down and 1. The Marauders now on the Bear side of the field at the 47-yard line. Here's a snap, and it's going to Herndon on the left side. Herndon's in the hole. He's got a first down across the 40s, down at the 37, and a first down for the Marauders. Well, Coach Young said we're going to have to be able to run the ball, and we're going to have to be able to run it down their throat. So far, the Big Red Machine is rolling on the ground.
Well, hats off. I'm going to do a little applaud right now for the offensive line who is taking control of this game.
Kitchen in motion. Handoff going right up the middle to Hanks. He's got another big chunk out across the 30. They're going to mark him right on the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8 on first down, bringing up second down and 2. And Mingus is just finding holes, slipping through and picking up big chunks on every run.
Well, making a little Swiss cheese of the defense out here on this first drive.
Hanks in the backfield. Simmons set under center. Handoff going to, it's Herndon on the left side. Herndon out in the open. He's got a first down to the 20 and another Marauder first down. It's Hanks up the middle, Herndon to the left. Every time that's what they've run, and they've picked up first down after first down. You have to wonder if this Coolidge team's going to start figuring out, hey, they run up the middle with the fullback and then they sweep to the left-hand side with the wingback. They've done it every time.
Well, they've had films. I don't know what they haven't looked at.
Let's see if they can work it again. Man in motion. They're going to the right side this time, and it's a fumble. The ball's loose, and the Bears have it. Simmons fumbled the football inside the 20. And the Bears take it over at their own 17-yard line. So the Marauder running game was cruising down the field until the ball's coughed up and turned over to the Bears.
Ouch. Well, we talked about how huge turnovers could be here tonight, and Coolidge draws first blood.
Ouch. First down and 10. Bears start at their 17-yard line. Quarterback is Chris Romero, and he'll fumble on the initial snap. It's covered up in the backfield by the running back, but not before a loss on the play to about the, where are they? About the 13, maybe the 14-yard line. Jameer Moore, the running back that time, saw the ball pop out of there and was able to jump on it. It's like they were marking him around the, about the 14.
Wow, holy cow, the ball all of a sudden got a hard to hold on to, huh?
Second and 13, here's a snap, looking to run to the left side. The Marauders are all over it in the backfield and a loss on the play. Well, if the Mingus defense plays like this, folks, we're going to be in good shape because they were all over that run to the left-hand side. He ran to the left and was met by 3 or 4 Marauders on the play. Look at that, fans. Folks watching at home, you can see there's 5 Marauders, 6, 7 Marauders in there hitting that kid.
Well, Kadera's in there. I saw a great initial push out there by Seneca getting in the backfield.
Third down and 15 now from the 11-yard line. In the shotgun, here's a snap. Sweep going to the right-hand side, trying to get to the outside. Marauders are there. Have them at the line of scrimmage and down for no gain. Well, the speed didn't beat the Marauders that time. Mingus has plenty of speed on their defense, and Jameer Moore kept running for the sideline and never got there. I think the initial contact was either made by Pelletier or by, it might have been Brewer over there that initially made the contact. And, hey, defense looked pretty good. Offense looked good till they fumbled. Mingus so far looks good. It looks better in this game, but the score shows it 0-0.
Well, they're going to punt right from that goal line, Zach.
Yeah, let's see if we can get on to that. Trying to get after a punt here tonight, and they're not going to get to this one. A low line drive bounces, and is Garcia going to pick it up? He does at the 49, and then at the 47. Well, I mean, you know, he could have let it roll, and it could have been at the Marauder 47.
Well,
so he may have saved his team 10 yards on that.
Well, most definitely. And let's see, we're going to put down the little rubber pellet for the tackle.
Right. It's that extra paint there on the 49-yard line that he tripped over. And actually, you know, the football obviously is not round and it doesn't roll normally, so he was trying to make sure that he made the play with his hands, and that's the most important thing. And good starting field position. First down and 10. Mingus handoff going to the left-hand side to Herndon, and they were waiting for it that time. And now, after the Marauders were able to run until they fumbled, they run this time for no gain, and it actually looks like it may be a loss of about half a yard.
Well, you know, Mingus has shown the same thing. They haven't dug deep into the plays or playbook here. So, Mingus has a tendency to do that. Well, I'm going to run the same thing until you can prove you're going to stop it.
They did huddle, though. Second down and 10 officially from the shotgun is Simmons. Here's the snap. Simmons looks right, throws right, has a man Brewer, and it hits him in the right hand. He's unable to pull it in, and he was open. He went and did a down and in slant, and he was right in front of Tyus Smith that time. And had that been caught, he may have been off to the races. That would have been a fun race to watch.
That would have been a real fun one because he would have been heading off to the left sideline and had lots of open space. There was definitely space between him and the coverage.
Well, now it's 3rd and 10 for the Marauders. 7:09 left here in this opening quarter. Mingus at home in the first round of the playoffs. Coolidge Bears in town. Third down snap from the gun. Looking to throw again over the middle. They've got Brewer, and he's going to make the reception. He's short of a first down by about a yard, but the flags come flying because he's tackled by the back of his helmet. I don't think that was even a horse collar. I think they just grabbed him by the back of the helmet and swung him around and down. So they're going to add some yards onto this. It's going to be a first down for the Marauders. If it without the penalty flag, it's 4th down and 1 from about the 36 or 7 yard line. Looks like about the 37. And what are they doing moving the ball backwards? Oh, they're going to mark it from the original line of scrimmage. I think that's what they're going to do is a 15-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. Or no, a 10-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage, which will be short of a first down, Jackie.
Right, because they lost a half a yard on the first play. So I guess they're going to call it a defensive interference then.
And it will remain 3rd down.
So can you tackle by the back of the helmet then?
No. 3rd down and less than a yard here for the Marauders. Awaiting the snap. Simmons set under center, and now they've got the Bears in the backfield. Got him to jump on the hard count. And that'll get them the automatic first down. The ball will be moved all the way down around the 31-yard line. And the Marauders are moving once again. They moved it the first time they had it until they fumbled. And they're starting to move the rock again now. 1st and 10 at the Bear 31.
20 yards of penalties against the Bears so far on 3 penalties.
Yeah,
but that was the most important one right there.
Here's the first down play. Mingus is going to run left-hand side to Herndon. Herndon gets through the line. Herndon's still on his feet. He's got a first down around the 20-yard line. Let's see where they mark him out, I guess is. Nope, he's not going to have a first down. Looks like they're going to give him a gain of 9 before he was knocked out of bounds. And it will be 2nd down and 1 at the 22.
Hey, you know what? I like that. Herndon running with passion punishes his man on the far side.
Heck yeah. Going to bring the hammer. Here's the big 2nd down play, and flags come flying, and I think it's going to be an illegal motion on the Marauders. False start there, and I think they're actually calling motion here, and it's going to back them up. So now instead of 2nd and 1, it's going to be 2nd and 6. No fun.
Well, yeah, too many people moving all at once there.
And we've seen plenty of flags.
Yes, that is the 4th flag here in the first
5.5 minutes.
5.5 minutes,
yeah.
Nice.
Here's the big 2nd down play now. Handoff going to Hanks. Hanks to the left side. Out in the open. Hanks has a first down. Then he fumbles. And it's loose. And Coolidge says they have it. No, the official says he's down.
Oh.
The guy on this side of the field is saying he's down. And then now the referee's saying, hey, that dude says he's down. Now let's see. Now the officials are going to talk it over. They're spotting the ball. The linesman on the Marauder side of the field is coming over and saying that he's down. Here we're getting a chance to look at it again for our fans at home. Hanks running with the football, runs in the back of Gregson, which dislodges the ball.
Ooh.
Oh, he's not down.
No, he is not down.
And now they're talking things over, and I think maybe he said that Hanks recovered. No, now they're saying it's Coolidge ball.
That is the right call.
I think so. And that's the 2nd time the Marauders have turned it over in the red zone. This time at the 13-yard line. First time they turned it over at the 16. This time they turned it over at the 13. They keep getting close and giving it back.
Wow. Well, at least they're starting the Bears with bad field position.
Again.
Right.
First down and 10 Bears. Chris Romero behind that huge offensive line. He's got a triple receiver stacked on the right-hand side. One back in the backfield. Here's the snap, and they're going to hand off to that guy in the backfield who was slugged to the ground by Troy Carter.
I think he ran into Eppinger, and Eppinger just swallowed him.
Is that who it was? Yeah, Eppinger got him. Yeah, there you go. That's a nose tackle made that play.
Right. You can always tell when the nose tackle makes the play because the helmet just for the opposing players disappears.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 7, a gain of 3. And Romero looking to throw. He's got a man wide open on the left-hand side, and he breaks a tackle, still on his feet, throwing off a defender. The Marauders trying to tackle him. He keeps on chugging. Tyus Smith was wide open and made huge gain after the catch, all the way out to the Marauder, or all the way up to the Bear, rather, 33-yard line and a first down.
17 yards on the completion, and that was their first pass play of the game. And that's their big wide receiver. Obviously, he is 180.
Now working at the near hash marker on the Marauder side of the field. Here's a snap and a handoff going up the middle of the big fullback who's wrestled to the ground. And he fumbled as well, but they're saying he's down. And it's a gain of about 5 on the play. Nope, it's a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 out to the 37-yard line. That time it was Eric Clayton, 5'9", 235-pound fullback. He's back in the backfield by himself again. 2 receivers on the left-hand side. Quarterback set under center. He's got 1 wide out on the right. Here's the snap. Looks right, throws right, screen pass to Tyus Smith again. And Smith is going to be hit and tagged. Man, what a hit by Brewer. And Smith paid the price that time. Short gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down. Alex Brewer went over there and put a lick on him, JB.
He did. There was no doubt about it. Leave no doubt. That's what I heard before the game.
Picked him up, spun him around, slammed him on his head. 3rd down, and here's a timeout. The official is going to call an official timeout. And now it looks like they're ready to go again. 3rd down and 4 officially on the clock here. Big play for the Marauder defense. Keep the Bears on their own side of the field. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle of the big fellow, and the Marauders have him stopped. On 3rd and 4, gain of about 1. There is a flag on the far end of the field, and I think it's going to be for number 1, J.T. Gray, who went into motion and then just started chopping his feet. And I think they may say that he was moving towards the line of scrimmage as he was doing that. And so now the Marauders will have the choice. Is it going to be 3rd down and 9, or is it going to be 4th down and 3? Coach Young, how much I got? 30 seconds on this one? How much time I got?
Right. Looks like the illegal ship.
He looks over
declined.
Neil. Neil, of course, is defensive coordinator Neil Dixon, and that's who you'd want to ask here. What do you want, Coach?
Right.
You want us to back him up a little bit, or you want us to make it 4th down? Dixon says, let's go 4th down. I think they're going to punt. They're on their own side of the field, and he's absolutely right. Here they go. The Marauders are going to send Andrew Garcia back to return the punt. And the punter is standing at his own 28-yard line awaiting the snap. Good snap, and the punt is off. Another low line drive punt that's taken by Garcia on the run at the 30. Garcia to the 35, to the 40, still on his feet, out to about the 42. So good return again that time by Garcia to set the Marauders up with good field position. Not as good as last time, but they still have it out near midfield at the 42-yard line. Still 4:05 left to go in this opening quarter of play. The Marauders have had the ball twice, have twice moved it inside the red zone of the Bears before fumbling and turning it over.
Well, twice Mingus has done that. That becomes a bad habit that we need to break. Got to fix that immediately. Well, Mingus should be up by 2 scores already in this one.
On the bright side, JB, the Marauders are a +1.5 on the season, so maybe they've got some turnovers coming their way. Here's the 1st down play going to the left-hand side to Kitchen. Kitchen through the line of scrimmage. Oh, he got drilled at midfield, but he holds on to the rock. That's the important thing. Got hit hard by 2 players. Bounces right back up, and it looks like one of them was number 1, J.T. Gray. Came in and put a lick on Kitchen, but not before a gain of about 9 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd down and 1 from the Bear 49. The Marauders 1 play back on the Bear side of the field.
Well, I tell you, it is if you come out to watch this game here tonight, they are bringing it.
Left-hand side for the Marauders, it's going to be close to a 1st down. Kitchen went into motion. Didn't look like he was going to motion hard that time, as if, hey, I'm not getting it this time, man. You guys crushed me on that last one. And this one's going to be close, and they're going to bring out the sticks, I believe, JB. It's hard to see from here. It looks like the stick is on the far side of the hash mark, and it might be just a hair short, but we'll have to see. Bring out the sticks.
Here's the stretch.
Here's the stretch. And it is, just by the nose of the football, Jamie. Look at that. How close is that? That was right on the nose of the football. And 1st down. 1st down and 10, Mingus. A gain of 1. And it's 1st and 10 from the Bear 48. Who ran it? Is it Herndon?
I thought Hanks had it.
Oh, it might have been Hanks.
Going up the middle.
Sounds good. Hanks up the middle. That's what we're getting ready to see here. First down and 10, Marauders moving the ball once again. No points to show for it. And here's a couple little play action and a dump off over the middle and a blocker out in front. And the catch is made by Hanks out of the backfield before he's rolled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. And the Marauders, it's something else I talked to Coach Young about before when he said we're going to try to run it. I thought, does that open up the play action? That's what we saw right there. We saw a fake handoff to 2 different guys before the dump off downfield.
And he had a blocker sitting in front of him, and Simmons had time.
Here's the play going to Herndon left side. Herndon's got a first down for the Marauders. Now a flag comes in. And Simmons is signaling first down, but our flag comes from the linesman on this side. And ordinarily that's something where you're going to see a hold or something, Jackie, so we'll have to see. We have got holding on Mingus.
Oh.
So that'll back him up. It was 2nd and 2. It's now going to be 2nd and 12, and they're going to put the ball all the way back to the to midfield.
Second penalty on Mingus. Now 6 penalties in the first quarter.
Wow.
Yeah.
And there's still 2:36 to go in the quarter.
Zach, we didn't see 6 penalties the whole game last week.
No, these guys are playoff ready. And how'd they move the ball? Why'd they move it way back there?
From the spot of the foul.
What?
Yeah, holding in the backfield.
2nd down and 13 now. Looking to throw, left side, got a man. It's Hanks again out of the backfield, and Hanks has got it back to the 40. So basically a do-over. It's 3rd and 2.
Well, I like that, and I like Hanks coming out of the backfield. He is finding some open space there, a la Snowflake from a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and they're throwing it. Yeah, it's nice to see. They're getting something with the passing game. And the Marauders will go into a huddle. 2:05, clock rolling, down to 2 minutes now as the Marauders are in their huddle. It's 3rd down and about 2 here for Mingus. And I'm not sure it's not 4-down territory for the Marauders, JB. The way they've been able to handle the ball and their defense has played pretty well here so far. Let's see what they can do. They may be trying to get him to jump again, and there's flags. And we've got, false start on the offense.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that makes it more difficult. Now instead of 3rd and 2, it's 3rd and 7, and I'm not so sure that it's 4-down territory if you don't gain at least a couple of yards, 4 or more here.
Although it's the perfect territory for a fake punt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're across their side of the field. 3rd down. Let's see if they can pick up the first. Not have to worry about any of those shenanigans. Handoff going to the left-hand side to Herndon. Herndon into the middle of the pile, and he'll dive forward to around the 40. Well, here we are. 4th down and 2. And now Coach Young is saying, hurry up and get back up to the line. Mingus is going to go for it. They don't want a spot. They're hurrying up to the line, trying to catch this Coolidge team off guard here. 4th down and 2. Marauders going to go for it from the shotgun. Simmons may be punting it away. And here's the snap, and Simmons will punt it. And it is angled, and that one's going to roll into the end zone. Well, that's not what they were looking for.
No.
A gain of net 20 on the punt, and the Marauders defense comes back out on the field, and Coach Young looks like he's a little fired up out there on the field coming after Simmons. He kicked that right down the middle, and I'm sure that was supposed to be angled towards the sideline.
Well, certainly so. Either that or really high, because that was the first time Coolidge had seen that. They had one guy kind of still running back to try to get into position for the punt, but doesn't quite work for the Mingus Marauders here on that one. Now they put the defense on the field.
1st down and 10. Coolidge starts from their 20-yard line. Best starting field position for them in the game. Here's a snap, and it's a direct snap to the running back, J.T. Smith, and he's gone to the 30 to the 40. J.T. Smith is on his way, or J.T. Gray, rather, on his way to the end zone, and it's going to be touchdown Bears. 58 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter of play, and an 80-yard touchdown run on a direct snap to J.T. Gray going right, got to the outside on the Marauders that time and took it 80 yards for a touchdown. Just like that, Mingus has been in control this whole opening quarter of play, and one snap, and the Bears take the lead 6-0.
Well, that's been the mode of operation for the Bears all season long, has been big play after big play, and they get the Mingus Marauders caught napping on that one.
Aaron Guzman in to attempt the extra point. And awaiting the snap, high snap, kick is up, and the kick is good, and the Bears take the early lead here, 7-0 over the Mingus Marauders, and we'll be back with the kickoff and the Marauder return coming up after this.
Keep your vehicle on the road and running right for less with Reese's Tire in Cottonwood. The Reese's Tire Car Care Club card never expires, and you'll save almost $475 off car care services. For only $89.95, you'll get 4 free oil changes, plus discounts on brakes, AC service, batteries, and of course, savings on tires too.
Come into Reese's Tire and Auto and ask us about our Car Care Club card.
At 2435 East State Route 89A in Cottonwood.
Back at Mingus High School, one quick strike. Best play of the game for the Bears, and they've got a lead 6-0. An 80-yard touchdown run by running back J.T. Gray. And the Marauders, who have handled the ball with ease, handled the Bears with ease here throughout the first quarter, fumbled twice in the red zone and have no points to show for it, trailing 7-0. Kickoff return by Kitchen. Kitchen right down the middle of the field and out across the 35-yard line, about the 37. And it is first down and 10 Mingus from their own 37-yard line.
Well, I like the way Kitchen runs. Kitchen runs hard. Kitchen runs fast. And just puts the shoulder pads down, picks a direction.
First down and 10 for the Marauders. They've got the ball back. They've been able to move the ball until their last drive. They just haven't been able to hold on to the ball once they get to the red zone. You said it earlier. Mingus should have 14 points on the board. Shouldn't be trailing right now. First down and 10. Here's a snap. Handoff going to the left-hand side to Hanks. Hanks stood up after a short gain. They're going to give him about 2 before he's gang tackled in the Marauder backfield. And Coolidge is starting to feel good about themselves. They've got a touchdown. They've got a lead. And now they're starting to feel good. And you can see a little bit of momentum on their defense.
Well, certainly so. And this is the time that the offense needs to douse the flames.
Second down and 8 here for the Marauders. They come to the line of scrimmage. One back in the backfield. Hanks alongside quarterback Luke Simmons, who's in the shotgun. And flags come flying again. And it's going to be a false start on the Marauders again.
Wow.
Wow.
11th game of the season. We've seen 3 of those.
And it's going to back them up all the way back to the 34-yard line, where it is now second down and 14 for Mingus. And they may get a snap off here before the end of the quarter. They do. And Simmons looking to throw. He throws a screen to the right-hand side to Herndon. Herndon down the right side of the field. Hold on to the ball. Slithers in and out of the defense. And Herndon's on the loose. Oh, huge block. Herndon to the 20. Out of bounds around the 12. Number 66 got lit up by Brennan Kitchen that time. He's getting up holding his stomach. That's Manny Sagasta. 6'2", 240. Just got his block cleaned by Kitchen. Oh, man, it was the best hit of the year. Here it comes for our fans watching at home. Watch 66 running behind Herndon here. They'll play it through here. You see 66 come running behind Herndon, and you'll see 37 come in and just drill him. Whammo! And he takes him out. Wow, what a great block. And that's the end of the quarter. The Marauders have it first down and 10 from the Coolidge, where they mark them out around the 13-yard line or so. And we'll be back with the second quarter coming up after this.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders, committed to strengthening communities right here in Arizona. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Arizona Interscholastic Association and the Arizona Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at Mingus, Marauders handoff going to the left-hand side. It's Kitchen on the loose, and he's got a couple of yards. They mark the Marauders at the 13-yard line after the 58-yard reception by Tyler Hernan, which was helped by the biggest hit of the year by the man that just ran the ball right there. Brennan Kitchen just laid out the number 1 lineman of the Coolidge Bears, Manny Sagasta, and it was just a beautiful thing to watch from up here in the booth.
Oh, technique was absolutely perfect on that one, and you know you make a hit like that and you get rewarded with the ball back.
Yeah, gain of 3 on the play. It's 2nd down and 7 here for the Marauders. Hank's in the backfield. In motion is Kitchen. Here's a snap, and running it himself is Simmons, and now he pitches to Kitchen. It's over his head. He'll catch up to it and get knocked out of bounds after a loss of about 4. But a good play by Kitchen to at least catch up the ball and not have another Marauder turnover in the red zone. Ran the option that time, but Simmons went to pitch it, threw it behind and over Kitchen. Not very good on the pitch that time.
No, it was a little high and outside, almost like Simmons wasn't watching his pitch. Looked like he was watching the man in front of him and trying to do that no-look pass.
Yeah, right.
Which is great in basketball.
Yeah. That ball's not round.
No.
3rd down now for the Marauders and about 13. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Flags come flying. The throw out in the flat on the left-hand side. Headed to the end zone and stops short at the 2-yard line, but it's going to be coming back. The catch is by Rios. And he's going to have the ball all the way down to the 2-yard line where it would be 1st and goal for Mingus. But where you have a flag on the far end of the field, it's going to back the Marauders up again. This is getting to be a little out of hand with the referees.
Wow. Well, it is really interesting.
Illegal shift on the Marauders.
Wow, out of a wing tee. I wonder where the illegal shift was. Zach, I didn't see anything.
No, it's almost like these officials don't understand the offense.
Well, you know, there was a while ago when we had officials that had trouble.
We had to explain to them with what the wing T offense is and how it runs and which people are moving at times.
Right. Although, interesting enough, you look at the Coolidge Bears squad, they run a wing T as well.
3rd down and 18 now for the Marauders from their 19-yard line. Here's a snap. They're going to throw again to Simmons across the middle, and no flags on the play that time. Incomplete is the pass, and it brings up 4th down from about the 20-yard line. Let's hit the Marauders. They're going to bring out Cadera and attempt the field goal.
That one might have actually been tipped, too.
A 37-yard attempt here. Now he's going to mark it at the 36. Okay, 36-yard attempt here. Marked at the 26.
There you go.
And the holder, Tanner Karen. The kicker, Gilbert Cadera. Here's a snap. Good snap. Kick is up. It's a low line drive, and it's good! And flags come flying from everywhere. The field goal is good. The Marauders are on the board, trailing 7-3, but there's about 4 flags on the field, and I wonder if this would be one that would give the Marauders an automatic 1st down.
Right. Now you got a question. There's always a question on whether or not you take points off the board. And if it is roughing the kicker, that is a personal foul, automatic 1st down.
That's something that we talked about before the game, how the Marauders have this weapon. If it's 4th down, that they can. Okay, the field goal is good, and they're going to do it on the kickoff. So the Marauders are going to kick off from about midfield.
Now, I think they did the running into the kicker call as opposed to roughing the kicker. Which would not have given the Mingus Marauders a 1st down. That's 5 yards.
No, they'll take it on the kickoff.
Right.
So the Marauders are on the board. That's something we talked about in the pregame, how Mingus has that added weapon this year with Cadera, that if they do get close and it's 4th down, you don't have to go for it on 4th and 18 from the 20. You can bring Cadera out and let him kick a field goal, and he did. The Marauders are on the board. And now they bring out the kickoff man, Jair Jacobo, to kick off, and he'll get an extra 5 yards. And here is where you want to see that thing in the end zone. Yep. There is no wind. The flag is just laying by its side there by the pole. No movement at all. Jacobo needs to kick this one in the end zone because the return man, J.T. Gray, just broke off an 80-yard touchdown run last time he saw the ball.
Right, we do not want any chance to see him touching the ball. And
And Jacobo with a bunch of Marauders lined up inside the hash marks. looking to kick it away, and it is up, it is high, and it's short. Will be returned from about the 8-yard line. It's Gray. Gray looking to get to the right side. He's out in the open now. Gray with one man to beat, and he's going to stay in bounds. Now he's still on his feet to the outside on the Marauder side of the field, still up, and then finally tackled by Cadera, but not, or no, I'm sorry, it's Rios, but not until he's all the way to the Marauder 37 or 8-yard line. You don't want to kick the ball to that kid. Kick it over him and into the end zone. That one, let him run up and get a running start on the return.
Yeah, he's got great moves when he has a little bit of time. He's the kind of engine you need to stop before it starts.
Marauders defense needs to come up big again here. They're already got their back against the wall. First down and 10, Bears leading 7-3, and they start at the Marauder 36. Quarterback Romero set under center, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolling left, looking to throw. He's got a man on the flat left-hand side. Catch is made, and he's tackled, but not before a gain of about 13. Jameer Moore out of the backfield makes the reception, and the Bears are on the move inside the Marauder 25. They'll mark them at the 23.
Well, Jameer Moore is actually their leading rusher on the season, and he's got more passing yards than he has rushing yards so far.
3 wideouts split to the right-hand side. No safety help. One-on-one coverage. Handoff up the middle. And a couple of yards there as they just pound it forward. Keep you honest with 3 yards to the 20. Second down and 7 now for the Bears at the Marauder 20, trying to answer the Marauder field goal. It's 7-3. Bears with the lead.
Well, that's that big fullback in the backfield, number 33, Eric Clayton.
Second down and 7 now. Bears split 3 wide to the right side again. Now man in motion from the slot. They're going to hand it off to him. Going to sweep to the left side. The Marauders have him in the backfield. And a loss of a yard or 2. Gregson in on the tackle. Looks like might be Longfellow that bounced in there with him. And the Marauders have him for a loss on the play that time. So they move him back a little bit. Brings up third down and 8 now from the Bears from the Marauder 21.
Very quick start by Jameer Moore. Great job staying home by Gregson.
Here's a big play for the D. And now you got people jumping all over the place. And now we've got whistles and flags. And it looks like timeout by the Bears. 8:36 left to go here in the first half. It's 7-3. The Bears with the lead and the ball. Third down and 8 for the Marauder 21. We'll be back right after this.
Marauders fans, take note. Renegade Steakhouse is the place to enjoy good food, good friends, and good times. From Wrangler's Prime Rib to Cowboy Caviar, and from Cactus Fries to Cowboy Burgers, it's all here waiting for you. I'm Ty Stite, inviting you to visit us at Renegade Steakhouse, where we do things with a style all our own.
Back at Mingus High School, it's the playoffs. And the Marauders have kicked a field goal and trail 7-3. 8:36 left to go here in the third quarter. It's third down and 8 for the Bears. They've got the ball at the Marauder 21 after the Bear timeout. JT Gray is lined up in the backfield. Last time he did this, he ran for a touchdown. This time he runs into the line and gets hammered for no gain. May have even lost half a yard. Back to about the 21.5. Brings up fourth down now for the Bears. Well, last time he did that, he ran 80 yards, JB. That time the Marauders were hip to it.
Right. Well, we have to catch him another 79 yards with a 1-yard loss to level that one out.
And Gray leaves the field. It's fourth down and 8 for the Bears at the Marauder 21-yard line. And Mingus looks like they're going to have to send Longfellow off the field here on this fourth down play because he had something wrong with his helmet.
Oh, not good.
No. You don't want your leading tackler leaving the field on fourth down and 8 from your 21-yard line. And here's the big play, fourth down and 8, and the Bears move, and it's 66 again. His head must still be ringing from that hit he took from Kitchen. And Sagasta cost his team 5 yards, and now it's fourth down and 13 from back around, where are they going to mark him, around the 26-yard line.
Oh, that is huge for the Mingus Marauders.
Helps.
Well, definitely so. And you'll notice they're not lining up for a field goal.
No, they're lining up to go for it.
Yep, watch the pass play.
One receiver on the right, one on the left, two backs on either side of the quarterback from the shotgun. Awaiting the snap, there it is, looking right, looking down the field, and we've got pass interference on Brewer. Flags come from two different officials, and this is about as tight of a football game as I can recall seeing, Jackie. We haven't seen calls on every play like this all year long.
Wow, Brewer had an angle going straight to the ball. And, yes, they made contact, but it wasn't
a 10-yard penalty, right? So it's 4th and 3?
Yeah. Question is an automatic first down? And I think it is.
Yeah, automatic first down as they move it to the 13-yard line. First down and 10, Bears on the Marauder penalty. Here's the snap, and handoff going up the middle to the fullback, and he's gobbled up for a loss of about half a yard on the play. They're going to mark him all the way back to the 14-yard line. Eric Clayton, the big fullback, 5'9", 235, nowhere to run that time.
No, Mingus has played absolutely wonderful against the run here, except for that one big play.
I think Troy Carter came up with a big hit that time for Mingus. Two receivers on the right side, one on the left. The back in the backfield is Clayton. Quarterback set under center, takes a snap, fakes a handoff, rolls right, looking right, throwing wide open in the middle of the field, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown! Wow, wide open guy, number 34. Haven't even seen him all day, haven't said anything about him. Marcos Lopez, a 6'2", 180-pound sophomore, comes into the game. He's wide open at the 2, and he's just strong enough to carry two Marauder defenders into the end zone. And Mingus reeling here at home, trailing 13-3 with 7:14 left to go in the opening half. A game that the Marauders absolutely controlled in the first quarter. Should have been up 14-0, and now find themselves down an extra point away from being down 14-3. Here's the snap. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. The Bears lead 14-3, and the Marauders better get it figured out here quick. 7:14 left, second quarter. We'll be back with a Mingus kick return after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders find themselves in a hole now, 14-3, with 7:14 left to go until the half. Mingus to get the ball back here. It's going to be Herndon and Kitchen to return for Mingus. Here's the kick, and it's going to Kitchen side. Taking it at the 12. Kitchen looking to bring it to the middle of the field, the 20-yard line. Kitchen down the middle of the 30 and across the 30 to about the 32. Kitchen keeps returning it to the 32.
Doesn't he know he's wearing 37?
He's at the 31 now, I guess, but still not bad field position.
No.
Mingus needs to sustain a drive again like they did in the first quarter, but they got to hold on to it and punch it in for a touchdown so they can get feeling good about themselves going in the locker room. Remember, Coolidge has the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and Mingus has been allergic to the red zone.
Here's the snap on first down. They're going to sweep the left-hand side to Herndon. Herndon's chopped down at the 35. He'll fall forward for a couple extra out to about the 37. A gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up now second down and 4 for the Marauders.
Well, Herndon has 7 carries, 148 yards on the game so far in the first half.
I am noticing a lot of the same numbers on both sides of the ball here for Coolidge.
Well, yes, I talked to their coach about that, and he said that definitely does happen in Coolidge.
Second down play and handoff going up the middle. It looks like it's Hanks this time, and he just got hit right at the line and kind of turned his back to the line of scrimmage and tried to push forward for as much as he could and ended up getting about a yard. Bringing up third down and 3 now from the 38-yard line. Working on out between the hash marks here, closer to the Marauder side of the field. Going from right to left across your radio dial or towards the scoreboard here at Mingus if you're familiar. 3rd down and 3. Mingus back to the line. Simmons set under center, and he's going to hand it off, and nowhere to go to the 40-yard line. Bringing up 4th down and 1. It was Hanks again with a carry. He got 2, but he needed 3. And now from their own 40-yard line, clock running 5:50 and counting in the first half. Mingus trailing 14-3, and the official on the far side of the field stopped the clock and came running in and talked to the referee about something. And the Marauders got to figure out what they're going to do here. It's 4th and 1. This ordinarily is a time where you punt the ball away, especially in the first half. But it's also a time where I think at some point head coach Bob Young has got to try to inspire his team and get them fired up about something.
Well, Mingus needs momentum. And a first down here can certainly start to get that wheel rolling again. And got to take the momentum away from the Coolidge Bears.
Right.
Yeah, you know, up right now 14-3, up by 11.
Show your team you got a little confidence in them. Simmons is set deep. It looks like he's in a punt formation again. Awaiting the snap. There it is, and he will punt it. And he gets a good roll this time. And the Marauders will get downfield and down it deep. It's going to be inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. So Marauders play it safe on 4th and 1. Simmons kicks it away all the way to the 14-yard line, and that's what the Marauders were looking for. The Bears take it over, leading 14-3 with 5:32 left to go in the opening half. The Marauders need a quick 3 and out here so they can get that ball back and try to get back on the scoreboard before halftime.
Well, certainly so, especially when you're so predominated by the running game. You're going to need a little more clock that way.
All right. Yeah, this first half's gone pretty quick.
Although Mingus's biggest play of the game was the 58-yard pass play out to Herndon on a screen.
Yeah, we still haven't seen Brewer yet. He's lined up man-to-man coverage over here on the left-hand side, has no safety help. I formation now, and they're going to pitch out of the backfield. Now they're going to run a reverse and a sweep to the near side of the field, and Mingus after him, and he's off to the races down the left-hand side, and Mingus is going to try to catch up and out of bounds. Finally, the play made by Garcia. Tyus Smith with a huge run from the 14-yard line all the way out across midfield to the Marauder 46.
40-yard run on that, and they will do some reverses. That one works out exceptionally well for the Coolidge Bears.
And just like that, set up again at the Marauder 46-yard line. A big run on first down on the reverse to the Marauder side of the field, and that's where they had one-on-one. The only man over there was Brewer to start that play because they had it all set up on the left-hand side. Now from the shotgun, 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, 1 back in the backfield. They'll look to run a screen pass to the left, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it in the hands of J.T. Gray, and the ball hit him in the hands, then he bobbled it and dropped it and got hit by a couple of players, and it falls incomplete, bringing up 2nd and 10.
Well,
Clock stopped.
Yeah, stops the clock for the Marauders, which is good. That is the first incomplete pass thrown by Christopher Romero. He is 4 for 5, 47 yards and a touchdown.
Should have had that one also.
Yeah, that was an easy one, although pressure was coming.
2nd down and 10. 1 receiver on the left, man in the slot on the left, 1 on the right. Quarterback in the gun with the running back to his left-hand side. Here's a snap. Fake the handoff, rolling left, under pressure now, being chased by Carter, and he's hidden. He's going to throw it the last second. Incomplete and out of bounds.
Oh, I thought that was a flag. It was a towel.
Yeah, Pelletier lost his towel. Looked like Carter is going to have him for a sack of about 10 yards. Instead, he was able to flip the ball away at the last second down the sideline and get it off to for an incompletion and at least save himself about 10 yards. It's 3rd down and 10 now from the Marauder 46.
Wow, what a sacrifice by that young kid. You are going down, and Carter is going to come down on your back, and you're still throwing the ball away instead of trying to tuck.
Now Romero's going under center. He's got Gray and number 40 in the backfield, another big fullback. Josh Jordan awaiting the snap on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw Romero deep down the left-hand side. He's got a man, and it's overthrown. Trying to get it to Tyus Smith. Smith was open by a couple of yards, but he couldn't get it to him. And another big fullback, JB. We were talking about 40, Josh Jordan, 6'2", 228. These Coolidge Bears can line up some big boys out there on this football field.
Well, yeah, they live up to their name. Bears are usually large, and some rather large paws. Well, they've grown big in Coolidge, no doubts about it, but Mingus stops it. They went for it all, trying to put a nail in the coffin here in the first half.
Marcos Lopez in to kick the ball away. The Marauders with 5 minutes left are going to try to get it back and get in the end zone before the end of the half, try to shift things in their way. Here's the punt, and it's angled to the sideline. It will bounce once, bounce twice, and everybody gets away. It rolls inside the 20 to about the 18, and that's where Mingus will take over. First down and 10 Marauders from their 18-yard line, 4:48 on the clock. Mingus trails by 11, 14-3 here at home in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, that is a lucky number for the Marauders. No doubts about it. I wish I could get my golf ball to stop like that ball did.
Yeah, that ball hit at the 20 and barely rolled to the 18.
I know, a little backspin on it, all of that good stuff. Hey, by the way, Halloween, did you see that big old harvest moon? There was one point that moon was like bright orange.
First down and 10. Marauders with the football. Simmons set under center. Handoff up the middle to Hanks. Hanks going up the middle, and now he's going to be sent backwards after a gain of about 4 out to the 22-yard line. Well, the Marauders are running up the middle and running to the left.
Well, Hanks right now has got 9 carries, 39 yards, but it has been the turnover virus that has killed the Marauders here tonight.
Big time. It ain't over. It's only the first half. 4:18 left. Clock running. Marauders second down and 6 from their own 22. Trailing 14-3, and a run to the left. It's Herndon. Herndon lowers his shoulder, brings a hit to the defense. Looks like they're going to give him progress out near the 30, which will be a first down for Mingus.
That was a great, passionate run. Another one. Herndon is playing with fire out here tonight.
Yeah. Hanks up the middle and Herndon left, though. It's only a matter of time. Clock stopped here. Oh, and speaking of the Red Dot Club, JB, we want to thank the Red Dot Club for sponsoring us with a couple of Marauder T-shirts. How about that? We got a couple of Mingus football T-shirts, a long sleeve variety, courtesy of the Red Dot Club. We'd like to thank them for their generous offer. Marauders looking to throw now. Simmons over the middle, and it's intercepted. Threw it way over the head of Kitchen, and it's intercepted by J.T. Gray. 3:48 left to go. The interception is made at the Marauder 48-yard line, and the Bears have the ball back.
Well, Gray went way up there and had to go way up there because Simmons overthrew everybody. It was probably a good 4 or 5 yards above Kitchen. He was wide open. He had to just bring it down to him.
First down and 10, Bears now. The Marauders need to keep him out of the end zone themselves. With 3:48 left, the Bears will have the ball to start the second half. You need to get the ball for the first time in the second half, being down 25. First down and 10. Bears from their own 48. Quarterback takes a snap, looks to hand off to the big fullback. Hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backward. Marauders have done a nice job. Eppinger in there that time, makes a hit. Looks like Pelletier had his nose in there as well, along with Wellborn, and a gain of 0 at second down and 10.
That was Josh Jordan again. He's not the most fleet of foot, but he sure brings a package, man.
Oh, well, most tanks aren't fast, just big. Second and 10 now, back to the line in a hurry are the Bears. Here come the Marauders on the blitz, and the ball is fumbled, and this could be a big play for the Marauder defense. They're looking for one, and they say they've got it, and they do! The Marauders take it back, the first takeaway by Mingus in the football game, and they'll have good field position to start the drive at the 49-yard line of the Bears. First down and 10, Mingus. Longfellow comes off the bottom of the pile with the biscuit. How about that? You know you're not going to get a little biscuit rolling around having a little honey on it or something. Longfellow, you know he's going to be the one coming out of there with it. He's got his hair shaved off and his mohawk. You know that ball got loose and he just sniffed it out like a dog on a bone.
Well, that great break by the Mingus Marauders, and the senior takes advantage.
First down and 10. Speaking of taking advantage, Marauders, here it is. Let's see what they can do. Here's a snap. Handoff coming to the left-hand side of the field. Sweep into the short side, and 2 yards, and clock running. Kitchen with a carry. He got 2 to the 47. 3 minutes left to go in the half. The Marauders down 14-3. They got their first takeaway of the game, now trailing 2-1 in that department.
Well, they traded almost on back-to-back plays. 3 plays, 2 turnovers, 1 by each team. But the Bears still winning that category, the turnover ratio, 3-1.
3-1, right.
Yeah.
Waiting the snap now, we got whistles. And the Marauders may have called timeout. They did. 2:38 left to go in the first half. Mingus calls their first timeout, trailing 14-3 at second down and 8 for the Marauders at the Bear 47. We'll be back right after this.
Verde Valley Connections is your source for primary medical care.
Verde Valley Connections is here for you. We're taking new patients every day. Just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment, or stop in and we'll try to work you in.
We'll take the time to get to know you.
And if you need a prescription, our pharmacy is right here in the lobby.
Whether you're new in town or just don't have a primary care connection,
Verde Valley Connections is here for you.
call 634-2236 and ask for Connections.
Back at Mingus, first round of the playoffs, the Marauders trailing 14-3. They just took the ball away on a fumble. Now they've got it second down and 8 from the 47-yard line of the Coolidge Bears. Mingus working from the near hash mark, and they'll look to run right up the middle to Hanks. Hanks out in the open. He's got a first down before being drilled by J.T. Gray, but a big first down carry will stop the clock. 2.5 minutes left in the half. All the way down to the 33-yard line. A big carry that time, a gain of about 14 on the play. And a first down for the Marauders, working from the left hash mark. Back to the line of scrimmage. They split Brewer wide to the right-hand side. One receiver looks to be Kitchen on the left. I formation, looking to run up the middle. Herndon behind Longfellow, and he'll chug inside the 30 before having his helmet ripped off by the Bears. Herndon gets up, fired up, boy. He's ready to go. And the Marauders are going to get some additional yardage add on here for the personal foul, ripping Herndon's helmet off and throwing it to the Marauders sideline. Herndon will not have to come out of the game. The new college rule, how do you like that? Your helmet comes off, you have to leave the game. This would not be one of those instances when it is a personal foul and the opponent rips your helmet off. You wouldn't have to come out. But it's another big play, and the Marauders now have got another great opportunity after the run by Herndon for 6 yards. And a first down for the Marauders as they move the ball all the way to the 15-yard line. So Hanks rips off 14 yards for a first down, then 6 yards for Herndon, and the personal foul moves the ball all the way to the 15-yard line where it's first down and 10. Mingus with 2:08 left to go in the half. I formation, Longfellow in at fullback. Herndon right behind him. Herndon follows Longfellow into the hole and is going to be knocked down for a gain of about 3. It looks like they've got him to the 12-yard line. Second down and 7. Clock running, 1:53 and counting.
Huge drive for the Mingus Marauders, and the other thing they want to do is make sure they manage the clock in the process, but I think priority number one
get in the end zone.
Yeah, break the red zone disease they've had here today.
Got to score a touchdown here. Second down and 7 for the Marauders from the 12. I formation again, power I. Longfellow the lead blocker, and they're going to give it to him. Longfellow smashes into the middle, and he's down to the 5 and may have a first down. A gain of, looks like they're going to mark him just short of the 5, so a gain of 6 on the play that time. 7 on the play, and it brings up third down and 1 now for the Marauders.
Mingus still with 2 timeouts?
2 timeouts, and 66 seconds left here in the half. Third down and a long one here for Mingus. Longfellow, the sole back in the backfield from the shotgun. Handoff coming to the left-hand side and into the, well, he's going to have a first down inside the 5. It's Herndon, and he'll have a first down at about the 3-yard line, no, the 4. And it's going to be first and goal, Mingus from the 4. Clock stopped as they reset the sticks. 53 seconds left in the half and 2 timeouts to work with. Marauders trying to gain momentum going into the locker room, trailing 14-3.
Well, this is what character is all about right here.
Longfellow and Herndon in a power I formation. Herndon behind Longfellow, up the middle to the end zone, touchdown! Tyler Herndon, fought his way from about the 2 through numerous defenders, and he just outmuscled and outworked them. He wanted it more. Tyler Herndon gets the Marauders in the end zone, then comes over on the sideline, starts pushing around some of the underclassmen. 41 seconds left in the half, and the Marauders in the end zone for the first time tonight. Cadera in to attempt the extra point. Karen the holder, extra point is up, and it is short. No good. Nearly blocked by JT Gray. I think he got a hand on it and kept the Marauders from getting the extra point. 14-9. I was wondering if Mingus would look to go for 2 to get back within 3 on that extra point, but being in the first half, you just take every point that you can. That time the Marauders came up with none, and they trail 14-9 with 41 seconds left in the half.
Well, good job for Mingus getting into the end zone and breaking the red zone virus.
And I'll tell you something else here, JB. At this point, I'd rather kick the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, no kidding.
I would kick it out of bounds. Why let JT Gray make something miraculous happen before the half? Well, kick it out of bounds. You can have it at the 35, and we'll see if we can play defense for 41 seconds.
Well, I think he just got in and got a hand on that to block the extra point. You know his blood pressure and adrenaline is running.
I wouldn't kick this ball where anybody could return it right now. And let's see, Jacobo to kick it off. Boom, right down the middle of the field, and it will be returned from the 20-yard line. And right down the middle of the field he goes, caught by the Marauders, and he's going to be stopped at about the 35. That time it was the upback, Jameer Moore, who was another dangerous individual out there, but the Marauders were able to catch him and tackle him at the 35-yard line, where it will be first down and 10. Bears at their 35 with 33 seconds left in the half, leading 14-9.
And I believe they've got 2 timeouts as well.
I think so.
They have at least one, Zach.
Yeah, no, they have a timeout for sure, and I think you're right with 2. And they're going to take a knee.
You know what? That is awesome. Whoa. Illegal procedure? A delay of game.
Didn't he take a knee?
Yeah, he took a knee, but you're going to call it delay of game when they're obviously trying to run out the clock?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. He took a knee and they threw a penalty flag for delay of game on him. Huh. Well, so now it's first down and 15.
If the clock runs out, the clock runs out, right?
Riders have 2 timeouts. I guess they can't stop it. If he takes a knee 2 more times, that'd end the half. Awaiting the snap, Romero gets it, steps back and takes a knee. And the Marauders are not going to call their timeouts. They're just going to let the half run out. 14-9 is our score. The Bears with the early lead. Mingus left 2 touchdowns on the field in the first half with a couple of fumbles in the red zone. And now go to the locker room trailing by 5. 14-9 to the Coolidge Bears. The Bears will have the ball to start the second half of play. And clock's final seconds are ticking off. And we'll be back with the halftime show. First round of the playoffs. The Marauders trail the Coolidge Bears at the half. 14-9. The Marauders scored last, and let's see if they can keep that momentum going into the halftime, coming out of halftime, and into the second half. 14-9 at the half. We'll be back with the halftime report coming up after this.
Keep your vehicle on the road and running right for less with Reese's Tire in Cottonwood. The Reese's Tire Car Care Club card never expires, and you'll save almost $475 off car care services. For only $89.95, you'll get 4 free oil changes, plus discounts on brakes, AC service, batteries, and of course, savings on tires too.
Come into Reese's Tire and Auto and ask us about our Car Care Club card.
At 2435 East State Route 89A in Cottonwood.
Marauders fans, take note. Renegade Steakhouse is the place to enjoy good food, good friends, and good times. From Wrangler's Prime Rib to Cowboy Caviar, and from Cactus Fries to Cowboy Burgers, it's all here waiting for you. I'm Ty Stite, inviting you to visit us at Renegade Steakhouse, where we do things with a style all our own.
Verde Valley Connections is your source for primary medical care.
Verde Valley Connections is here for you. We're taking new patients every day. Just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment, or stop in and we'll try to work you in.
We'll take the time to get to know you.
And if you need a prescription, our pharmacy is right here in the lobby.
Whether you're new in town or just don't have a primary care connection,
Verde Valley Connections is here for you.
call 634-2236 and ask for Connections.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
At Mingus High School, the Marauders trailing here at the half, 14-9 to the Coolidge Bears. The Bears came to town ready to play football. It didn't look like it in the first quarter, Jackie, as Mingus just marched the ball down the field twice. Looked like they were going to have an easy time with the Bears. They were just ripping off 8 yards after 8 yards every play. Mingus was just marching down the field. And then turnovers in the red zone kept Mingus off the board. Next thing you know, they're trailing 7-0, get a field goal back, and then they give up another touchdown. And it's like, what's going on around here?
Right, I know. At halftime, I think they're going to do vaccinations against the turnovers and see if they can stop that altogether. Mingus finally got their first turnover of the game and turned it into points.
Yeah,
which
that was nice.
Yeah, that was absolutely perfect, and crept their way back into this one. Unfortunately, the visiting Bears will have the ball first in the second half. Now, here we go. The scoring for the game so far, round 1 of the Division IV playoffs, and the Bears would get on the board first with 57 seconds left to go out of a Wildcat formation. JT Gray gets to the outside, somehow hits the afterburners. I'm not sure those are legal within city limits. And goes 80 yards for the breakaway. We had talked to Coach Young. He said, rating this team on the films, they're fast.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about.
When I was growing up, we used to call that booking.
Booking?
Yeah, he was booking.
Yeah, no kidding. He was definitely cruising. Cienega tried to catch up to him, did not have a chance, had about a 6-yard head start on him, and he kind of closed it by about 2 yards, but that was not enough. Too little, too late. Mingus would then get on the board with, believe it or not, the 3-yard variety, second quarter. 10:08 left to go, and Cadera lines up for a 36-yard field goal. It is hard, it is long enough and through, and Mingus would score, and those would be the only kicking points we have in the first half.
Now, Cadera needs to learn that once you do that and that guy's rolling around your feet, you drop down like you just got shot by the cannon, your leg hurts, and that guy just killed me over here, ref, and you get the 15 -yard penalty instead of the 5.
Right. That's why you always go to the soccer team for kickers.
That's where he came from.
Yes, I mean, some of the best soccer players in the world are also phenomenal actors. No doubts about it. I should know. Anyways, Mingus brought it within a 4-point game. However, wouldn't be able to keep it that way. 7:14 left to go. The Bears do an aerial attack, able to keep a drive alive deep in Mingus Marauder territory, and it ends up with a 14-yard pass. Romero finds his receiver, Marcos Lopez.
Yep, at the 2.
Catches the ball at the 2. Progress stopped, but he kept the legs rolling. Perfect example for the youngsters out there why you keep the legs moving, because he just drove his way into the end zone. The extra point was good. And then Mingus would cover a fumble. Longfellow, the senior, wrestling probably, the ball underneath the pack, gets it away, gives us his team. And you know what? How important was that for him to lift Luke Simmons, his cohort, and also senior for the Mingus Marauders, just after he throws the interception and gives the ball back to the Coolidge Bears?
Yep. And then he gets it back, and then they score a touchdown. Everybody feels good.
Exactly. Yep. You know, you got to have a short memory on those things, and it ends up and Longfellow in the backfield.
Right.
The
three
lead
plays
blocker.
in a row.
Yep. Lead blocker for Herndon on this one, and hopefully we get to see this on Suddenlink or Cable 1 Channel 2. The lead block coming through, and you can see the white man move right there about 3 yards back.
Number 10, yep.
And gives the hole right up the middle there. Or actually, it was more of a cutback. I don't think the original hole was there, but Herndon found his own hole.
He just outworked everybody else from about the 2 in.
Kept the legs moving, right?
Yep, kept chugging.
That's right. 4 yards in the touchdown, but the extra point, I think, was blocked.
Looked like it.
By J.T. Gray, because the Kadera's kick usually has a little bit more oomph than that. That one was a dead duck flying, and we were just praying that it could reach the yellow bar. Didn't quite make it. So here we are at halftime, 14-9.
Second half goals for the Marauders. Stop them on their opening drive, 3 and out preferably. Stop them on their opening drive, get the ball back, score a touchdown, get the lead, put them on their heels. Second, stop J.T. Gray.
Yep.
He's done it all tonight. He scored an 80-yard touchdown. He's got an interception. He's been the guy that every time the Marauders have a big play and it looks like they're going to break it, wham, there's Gray to stop the run. They got to figure out a way to contain J.T. Gray in the second half. That's going to be crucial for the Marauders to win this ball game.
Yep, you can see on television, Jesse's trying to figure out, let's see, it's gunpowder for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that gunpowder hasn't shot off a lot tonight. Say he's got enough for 100 points.
Right.
All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. This is halftime. It's the first round of the 4A or Division 4 playoffs for the Mingus Marauders at home. First time they've ever been at home in the playoffs in Division 4.
Yes, very true. Very true. On the road last year to Sholo, not a good effect.
No, and so far tonight down by 5. But there's plenty of football left to play. 14-9 is the score. The Coolidge Bears with the lead. We'll be back with more of the halftime show coming up after this.
Your life, it's all out in front of you. Your future, wide open. Come and get it. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored. It's a big world. So many places to go and things to see. Experiences you've dreamed of. They can all start close to home. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Verde Valley Connections is your source for primary medical care.
Verde Valley Connections is here for you. We're taking new patients every day. Just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment, or stop in and we'll try to work you in.
We'll take the time to get to know you.
And if you need a prescription, our pharmacy is right here in the lobby.
Whether you're new in town or just don't have a primary care connection,
Verde Valley Connections is here for you.
Call 634-2236 and ask for Connections.
Marauders fans, take note. Renegade Steakhouse is the place to enjoy good food, good friends, and good times. From Wrangler's Prime Rib to Cowboy Caviar, and from Cactus Fries to Cowboy Burgers, it's all here waiting for you. I'm Ty Stite, inviting you to visit us at Renegade Steakhouse, where we do things with a style all our own.
Would you rather recycle like this or like this? Clean Recycling processes over 95% of the materials collected as opposed to under 20% with other processes. Just add a recycling container and your recycling materials end up recycled instead of in the landfill. Just one of the many reasons Taylor Waste has been voted #1 for the past 9 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Mingus High School, 14-9 is the score. The Coolidge Bears with the lead over the Mingus Marauders, and we're going to see if we can turn that around here in a hurry in the second half. And Jackie, we have some things we need to cover here at halftime. One of them being our Northern Arizona Rehab and Fitness injury report that we didn't get to in the pregame, but we've got a couple things we'd like to talk about there from Taryn Walls and his staff.
Well, absolutely. In fact, I've recommended to a couple of people, even the course of this week, to go on down and see them, because you know what? They had a doctor's appointment, but they were going to be able to see their doctor's appointment in till next Tuesday. It was like, you know what? Call over, get in, have them take a look at you. I mean, with the decades and decades of experience, they can pretty close come to what might be going on, at least give you an idea, and if it is serious, maybe they can help you get that appointment a little bit quicker and sooner down there at Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness. Well, we knew about Broyles surgery probably coming up sometime this winter on that knee, hopefully to get the junior back for his senior year next year. Good news, Navarez coming back from the broken bone in the hand, in the wrist injuries, coming back. He is available here tonight for the Mingus Marauders, and that is a fantastic thing. Gives you two things. Gives you another defensive back for the Mingus Marauders. Also gives you your backup quarterback as well.
Couple things that the Marauders need to do here in the second half, JB. We talked about getting the ball, scoring, and getting a lead, and then trying to stop JT Gray. The other thing is all the yellow. A lot of penalty flags in the first half. Got to clean up some of that here in the second half. The Marauders' stats would look a lot better if they didn't have all these first and 15s and second and 12s.
Well, the Mingus Marauders have been hit with 6 for 60 yards, and the visiting Coolidge Bears 7 for 50 yards.
Yeah, it's been both ways.
Well, you know what? It really comes down to a three-way split. Coolidge has yardage. Mingus has yardage, and the referees have yardage out here at 110 yards penalties in the first half, and so they are definitely calling a tight game out here tonight. Let's take a look at some of the yardage for the first. Let's start with the visiting Coolidge Bears, as they have the lead here at halftime, 14-9. Romero, the sophomore, 4 completions. He 4 of 7. In fact, he completed his first 4 in a row, the last one being that touchdown pass. He's got 47 yards in the air. On the ground, JT Gray, 2 carries, 79 yards. How do you like that average? Plus the touchdown.
I don't.
No.
If it was our guy, I do.
And the thing about it is, we were warned that Coolidge is a big play offense, and if they break it, they break it. 169 yards of total offense.
The second time he carried it, he lost a yard?
Yes, he did.
Nice.
Yes. In fact,
major difference.
I even mentioned 70 more times like that, and we can start averaging or evening that out.
Yeah, 1 carry for 80 and 1 for -1.
Right.
The Marauders rectified that problem in a hurry.
No kidding. He has been dangerous, and the first thing that you don't want to do is probably kick the ball off to him.
No. And that's the Marauders fans watching at home on TV there. You saw here at halftime, the Marauder kicker, Jahir Jacobo, is the only player out on the field out here trying to see if he could kick the ball in the end zone. I got to feel that Mingus is thinking that if we can't kick it in the end zone, we got to kick it out of bounds, so that, or at least like down the sideline or something, so that it either goes out of bounds or he's got to chase it all the way into the corner before he can pick it up and run. Because, I mean, this kid, JT Gray, every time he touches the ball, JB, he's a threat to score, and even on the balls that he's returned and it looked like the Marauders had a chance at him, he ends up the Marauder 35-yard line. I think Mingus is better off just keeping the ball away from JT Gray.
Yeah, and that rhymes.
No, I have it once in a while.
It's got to be true.
I have a 5-year-old.
Blue fish, goldfish. Yeah, okay, never mind. Hey, Mingus Marauders offensively here.
You apparently don't.
Not anymore. Simmons goes 3 for 5, 76 yards in the first half, was picked once. And Mingus, well, that was 1 of 3 turnovers in the game. That has been the major difference for the Marauders here tonight. Herndon has been running the ball passionately. 12 carries, 70 yards, averaging almost 6 yards a carry, and the only Mingus Marauder touchdown. Mingus has been winning in the yardage category from the line of scrimmage, 276 or 216 rather.
I was going to say, you do that in the second half, and at the end of the game, you have 280 yards rushing and 150 yards passing. You think that's been a pretty good game.
Right.
We did a pretty good job out there.
Right.
So far, half of that in the first half has only amounted to 9 points for the Mingus Marauders, and they're going to need to figure out a way. And that's because they had 2 drives, the first 2 drives. They march all the way down the field inside the 20 and fumble. You put those on the board, put 14 points on the board right now, and the Mingus Marauders are sitting on top by 9 points, and they're feeling pretty good. They got these Bears on their heels. Right now, the Bears have got to feel like, hey, we got them on their heels. They're at home. We come out, score a touchdown to start the second half. We'll be up by 12, and we'll be taking it to them and everything. And Mingus is, it is going to be imperative for the Marauders to come out and stop the Bears on this opening drive, get the ball back. And I think get the ball back and score on your first drive of the second half to take the lead. And then, and only then, though, I think the Marauders are going to be able to wrestle the momentum away from this Coolidge Bear team.
I talked to the squad here a little bit before the game, and it was all about heart. It was all about heart, and that's right. That's what it's going to take right now. The Mingus Marauders are going to come back and take this ball game back from the Coolidge Bears.
Yeah, this is our house. All right, fans, let's take a quick break. We'll be ready for second half action. Both teams out on the field and warming up for the second half. It's 14-9 at halftime. The Coolidge Bears with the lead over the Mingus Marauders. We'll be back with second half action coming up after this.
Marauders fans, take note. Renegade Steakhouse is the place to enjoy good food, good friends, and good times. From Wrangler's Prime Rib to Cowboy Caviar, and from Cactus Fries to Cowboy Burgers, it's all here waiting for you. I'm Ty Stite, inviting you to visit us at Renegade Steakhouse, where we do things with a style all our own.
Your life, it's all out in front of you. Your future, wide open. Come and get it. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored. It's a big world. So many places to go and things to see. Experiences you've dreamed of. They can all start close to home. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Keep your vehicle on the road and running right for less with Reese's Tire in Cottonwood. The Reese's Tire Car Care Club card never expires, and you'll save almost $475 off car care services. For only $89.95, you'll get 4 free oil changes, plus discounts on brakes, AC service, batteries, and of course, savings on tires too.
Come into Reese's Tire and Auto and ask us about our Car Care Club card.
At 2435 East State Route 89A in Cottonwood.
Verde Valley Connections is your source for primary medical care.
Verde Valley Connections is here for you. We're taking new patients every day. Just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment, or stop in and we'll try to work you in.
We'll take the time to get to know you.
And if you need a prescription, our pharmacy is right here in the lobby.
Whether you're new in town or just don't have a primary care connection,
Verde Valley Connections is here for you.
Call 634-2236 and ask for it.
Well, fans, I think we're on to something here. Jacobo, who is consistently kicking the ball to the 10-yard line in the halftime warm-ups, comes out and kicks off the opening kickoff of the second half about 5 yards deep into the end zone and backs the Coolidge Bears up to their 20-yard line.
Yeah, the kicks to the 10 and the 7 looking like he was struggling, that was just for show.
Apparently.
Right.
First down and 10, Bears with the lead. Pitch out of the backfield, going to the right-hand side to Gray. Gray through the line of scrimmage and then hit by Longfellow and down, but not before a big gain of about 8 yards on the play. It was Longfellow and Garcia that finally caught up to J.T. Gray to bring him down after a long gain.
Well, good block on the outside, just containing the Mingus Marauders inside. Longfellow finding a way to squirm out and make the tackle.
One receiver split left, one to the right, I formation. Quarterback Romero set under center. He's got Moore and Gray in the backfield awaiting the snap on second down and 1. Marauders crouching up on that line of scrimmage, and they'll hand off to the fullback up the middle. He's got a first down and more. It's Jameer Moore with a carry out across the 35. They'll mark him at the 37. First down and 10. Bears 2 plays, 17 yards, and I guess there will not be a 3 and out here for the Marauder D.
Well, not without a takeaway right here, right?
Well, hey, there you go, JB.
Yeah. You got to look at the bright side.
Always look on the bright. Here we go. First down and 10. Here's a snap and a pitch coming to the left-hand side. They got it to Gray. Gray cuts it into the middle, and then he's upended. And a gain of about 4 on the play to the 41. It was Andrew Garcia that came up to make the hit that time and kind of caught him in the air and drove him to the ground.
Well, you can see this Coolidge Bears team trying to get into their game plan.
Out at the 41-yard line, a gain of 4 brings up second down and 6. 2 receivers on the right. Romero pulls up the throw down the field on the right-hand side, and it is almost intercepted. Hit Brewer right in his hands at around the 30. He looked like a center fielder just getting a beat on the ball, going back, and oops, it went right through.
Well, it went exactly diagonal from light pole to light pole.
It was intended for Tyus Smith, number 4, who had no idea where it was.
No. In fact, great job by Brewer getting back, reading that play, reading the quarterback very well.
Third down and 6 from the 41, working near hash mark, going from right to left across your radio dial. Romero, quick step. Now he's looking to throw, and he's hit the backfield, and he's going to be spun around and sacked for a big sack. It's Jordan Wellborn that got in there, grabbed a hold, spun him around, and threw him down. After it looked like Longfellow had the initial pressure, and he was being held, JB, right there in front of the quarterback, right in front of everybody. All of a sudden, you see Longfellow's shoulder pads be exposed, and his arm, the sleeve ripped up over his head, it looked like, and then no call on that, but Wellborn was there to clean it up for him, and the sack is a loss of about 5 yards or so, bringing up 4th down and 11, and the Bears will punt it away, so the Marauders do get the stop. Here's the snap, and the punt is angled towards the sideline. Garcia will let it bounce at the 31, take it at the 26. Garcia is going to get out about to the 31-yard line. And a gain of 5 on the punt return. Not bad field position. Mingus did what they needed to do. They didn't get a 3 and out. They got a 5 and out. And now they've got the ball back with a chance to score a touchdown and take a lead for the first time in this ball game. Trailing 14-9 with 9:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Mingus has the ball for the first time in the second half.
Well, not only that, but you got Wellborn, his first sack of the game. And, boy, you wake up that beast.
Oh, boy, that's what we want. First down and 10, Marauders spread them out and look to hand off, and nothing doing there. Where is the ball? Everybody's being tackled all over the place out there.
Simmons kept it.
Simmons kept it back. No, it looks like he's going to lose a yard. They had it at the 32, and now it's the 31. So the Marauders went spread offense, trying to get these Bears spread out, and then tried to run up the middle and lost a yard.
Well, Simmons and Hanks were both hit at the same time, and Simmons wisely chose not to try the handoff.
I said, okay, play 2. Here's the snap, second down 11. They're going to sweep left-hand side. It goes to Herndon trying to get to the outside. Herndon with a stiff arm, and he's going to be rode to the ground by J.T. Gray. Kid's been everywhere tonight. A gain of about 4 on the play for Herndon out to the 35-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 now for the Marauders.
Well, it looked promising once Herndon got to the outside.
This Gray kid is something else.
Oh, he is fast. He is fast.
And he stuck with him that time. Herndon went to stiff arm. He just grabbed his arm and rolled him to the ground.
That's exactly what you need to do. If they're going to stiff arm you, grab a hold of it and just go to the ground.
Here's the 3rd down and 7 play. 8.5 minutes left, third quarter. Marauders down 5. Here's the snap. It's low, but picked up by Simmons. Pump fakes. Simmons now down the field, and it's way over the head of his intended receiver, Brewer. No flags on the field anywhere, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 7. And the Marauders, after forcing a turnover on downs, get the ball on a punt, I guess. Get the ball and go 3 and out. Looking to punt it away here now on 4th down and 7.
Well, they do not put a man deep again.
No, it's because the Marauders don't line up to a punt. They line up in this formation like they're going to go for it, and then Simmons just boots it away. There it is, and if it gets a good Marauder roll, and it looks like it will, it's going to be down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line, where it will be down there by Dakota Hanks, and the Bears will get it back. First down and 10 from, looks like they're marking at about the 22-yard line. So defense did their job the first time. They need to do it again here, and somebody better wake up the O.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, Mingus had their opportunity. Simmons, the last 2 passes have been overthrown, not by a little bit, but quite a bit. The first one was an interception. Last pass attempt of the first half.
Yeah, and that one was way over everybody.
Except JT.
First down. No, I mean that last one there. They tried to get the Brewer. Here's a snap. They're going to pitch it to JT Gray in the backfield on the right side. Breaks free, and then he gets hit. I think it's Longfellow. Not letting him get away.
No.
He got away from the initial contact and then met the Marauder version of a sledgehammer. They get one of those every couple years. One graduates, then you get a new one. Used to be Juan Gonzalez, and now he was the hammer. Now you got the sledgehammer, the wrecking ball, the overstuffed bowling ball, whatever you want to call Longfellow. He's just a hitter in there. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 now. Bears quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and we've got whistles and
pause. Dramatic pause.
Officials saying something over to the Marauder sideline. I don't know what they're talking about. They may be saying they don't want the music playing between snaps. Man, these officials are on everything, aren't they?
Wow. They don't want music playing between snaps?
I think that's what they're saying here.
Excessive entertainment. That's the call. Well, while they discuss that, gives Mingus an opportunity.
Coach Young over there on the sideline kind of goes, shh. Now he comes over to talk things over with athletic director Mark Owens, who's going to signal up here to the booth. Got to be quiet. We're bothering the visitors. 2nd down and 8. Bears back to the line of scrimmage and an offset eye and a wing formation now. Here's the snap. And they're going to try to sweep it to the right-hand side. And the flag comes flying and the running back goes down for a loss on the play. He's going to lose almost 4 yards all the way back to the 20-yard line that time. They tried to get it to Tyus Smith, and he got caught in the backfield, kept trying to get to the sideline. The Marauders kept pursuing, and they'll knock him down for a loss. But I did see a flag come in on the play as well, and I would imagine that's something that's going to go against the offense for a hold.
I certainly imagine the direction and the kind of, yep, there we go. Because there was nothing involved with the tackle. He took his legs out, so there was no holding on the, or no face mask call at all.
Yep, and it was holding on the Bears, and the Marauders are going to decline it.
Well, they're going to take the 5 or 4 yard loss on the run and make it 3rd and 11.
Right, and even a little more, I think. Is it 11? I think they're all the way back around the 20. So, yeah, it's about 11. Good call, JB.
All right.
3rd down and 11 at the 21.
The old eyes guess right every once in a while.
How about that? Yeah, boy. Here's the big play for the Marauder defense again. Romero in the shotgun. Marauder showing blitz. Here they come. And they're going to run the reverse again. Oh, and it's wide open on this side of the field. Here comes the defense. Flags come flying. They've got him short of a first down at the 25-yard line. And we've got holding again. So it's either going to be 3rd down and 21, or it's going to be 4th down and about 6.
I imagine Mingus wants 4th and 6.
I would think so. It looks like they're changing out personnel. Back-to-back holds on the Bears. Both of them declined by the Marauders, and they force a punt. So a 3-and-out, and the Marauders have the ball back.
Great job by the Mingus Marauder defense showing their own speed, recovering from the over-pursuit on the reverse.
They got back to this side of the field in a hurry.
Oh, my gosh, yes, they did.
Now we got to get the offense going. Wouldn't this be a great time to see Andrew Garcia break one?
I think it's always a good time for Garcia.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a silly question, I guess, huh? And awaiting the punt, standing at his own 46-yard line. And here's and it's booted out of bounds. That's a horrible punt. And the Marauders ought to get it at about the 35.
Keep going.
Let's see where the official, everybody get out of his way. Don't slow him down. He's got momentum.
Yep.
He's rolling downhill. All the way down to, keep going, young man. And he's having fun. To 41. Now he missed it by 11 yards, but it's still a punt of about 11 yards, Jackie.
Yes.
And the Marauders have great field position, down by 5. Need a touchdown here. They get that big mo on their side. Under 10 minutes left here. Under 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Man, what is that? It's not dyslexia when you see the number flip upside down, right? It's always going backwards.
Right.
6 looked like a 9. Here's a snap. Marauders look to run to Herndon on the right side. And the sweep to the short side goes for a yard. Not much room to run over there, and they got a yard. 2nd down and 9 now from the 40-yard line.
Well, Herndon has got 75 yards on 14 carries. Earlier in the game, those were 8-yard varieties.
The first 2 drives they were.
Right. But obviously, Coolidge making some alterations.
All right. 2nd down and 9 from the Bear 40-yard line. Simmons looking over to the sideline going, hey, wait, what's the call? And everybody's looking to the sideline. Hey, wait, what's the call? And we've got a timeout. Coach Young saying half my team's looking over here wondering what's the call. I want to make sure we get things right. This is an important drive for the Marauders. 2nd down and 9 from the Bear 40. Mingus has a timeout. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to Mingus High School. Bears on top, 14-9.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Mingus High School, big playoff game. Marauders down by 5. They've got it 2nd and 9 at the Bear 40. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Simmons right side. He's got a man. Moronis, and he's going to be close to, but I believe short of, a first down. Moronis with the reception, and they'll mark him out of bounds at about the 32. He needs to get to, well, it looks like they had him at the 33, and he needs to get to the 31. So it brings up 3rd down and 2 now for Mingus as they bring Longfellow back out on the field. And this is something that the Marauders have done for years, JB. You get in the playoffs, and you get your Longfellows on the offense. You find all your players, and you put your best players out there on O. 3rd down and about a yard now for Mingus, and the handoff goes to Longfellow. He's got a first down, still on his feet and chugging inside the 25, and now the ball is loose, and the official says he's down. Coolidge recovers the loose football, but the officials say Longfellow's down at the 24. First down, good run by Longfellow. He picked up about 7 yards on the carry, 8 yards maybe, and a first down for Mingus. Let's see. We can see it again here on the television. And, he's definitely down before the ball pops out. Good call by the Stripes.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He was stretching, trying to get a little bit of an extra yard. He slammed the ball to the ground as the body was there.
Easy call. First down and 10. Marauders looking for the go-ahead touchdown. Here's the snap. And they're going to hand out to Kitchen going to left-hand side with blockers. Kitchen still on his feet. And a flag comes flying in after Kitchen went down. Number 37. He's got a good gain, a good carry inside the 20 to about the 22, or to about the 18, 16, 17-yard line there. Let's see, they're going to mark him at about the 16, but the flag has the Marauders marching backwards.
The flag is sitting on the 19-yard line as a hold.
Yep, that's where they mark it back to, the 29. So it'll remain first down. It'll be 1st and 15 now for the Marauders as the hold happened downfield. So let's hope that's not a momentum breaker. It remains first down, just a little bit more to gain here with 5:58 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Marauders down by 5, 14-9 as they start running the clock after the ball's set. Mingus working between the hash marks, going from left to right across your dial. 1 receiver on the right, 2 on the left, and here's the snap. Dropping back a throw. Simmons throws screen pass to the right side. There wasn't anybody there. He had 3 blockers and no running back there to throw to. Somebody blew that one. The blockers were set up. There wasn't anybody there to throw the ball to.
Yeah, those that when you look up, maybe that's a good idea to tuck and run the opposite direction, but I think the running back was trying to get through, obviously faked, and was probably either tackled or held.
I think it was downfield.
Oh, that would be even worse. Yeah, that's a mental mistake.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. 2nd down and 15 now for the Marauders. And Simmons set under center, takes a snap. Handoff coming to Herndon on the right side. He's drilled in the backfield, and he'll chug forward and lose a yard to the 30. Well, now it's not looking so good. 3rd down and about 17 here for the Marauders. Man, a holding penalty really stops a drive.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Kills momentum. Now Mingus has got to come up with the big play. Brewer coming in the game. Obviously, he's the leading receiver for the Mingus Marauders with 500 receiving yards. No catches here today. They've only thrown at him twice.
He'll split wide to the left in man-to-man coverage here on 3rd down and 17. Looking to throw. Simmons pump fakes. Now he throws, and there's all kinds of contact. Yeah, and the flag comes in. There's all kinds of contact on that. I can't believe there's only one flag on the field.
Right.
Everybody that doesn't have their flag out ought to be fined.
Well, the back judge had a good look at it.
Yeah, and why wasn't he calling it?
I don't know but it was the near line judge that actually made the call. He had the open vision. You know what? The back judge might have been his vision obscured by the safety.
Obscured by clouds.
No white uniforms. But that should give Mingus the automatic first down.
Yeah, it is an automatic first down. They haven't moved the sticks or anything. And the official saying, wait a minute, hey, what are you guys doing? It's an automatic first down for the Marauders. Now they're like, what? Oh, what? Okay, here we go.
Well, the stick guys are going, hey, you told me not to move it.
Everybody said freeze. First down and 10, Mingus at the 16-yard line. Still looking for a touchdown to take the lead. 4:53 left, third quarter. Marauders down by 5 here at home in the playoffs. Longfellow. Is it Longfellow? No, it's Hanks in the backfield. And awaiting the snap. Simmons set under center, gives it to Hanks, going left. Hanks cuts it back into the middle, and it'll be knocked down after a gain of about 4. Inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. And it brings up second down.
Simple off tackle and try to keep those linebackers contained inside the group right up there close to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, went behind Wellborn.
Mm-hmm. Well, great job just trying to seal it. You just got to get enough to let him get around the corner.
Herndon on the left, Kitchen on the right. In the backfield is Hank. Set under center is Simmons. Got 2 receivers all bunched up on the line of scrimmage. Sweep going to the left-hand side of Kitchen. Cuts it back into the middle. Kitchen inside the 10, and he's down around the 8-yard line, which will be short of a first down by about 2 yards. Bringing up 3rd and 2 here for the Marauders. And now, JB, are the Marauders in 4-down territory this close? A touchdown gets you the lead. A field goal gets you back within 2.
Right. Well, that's why they don't pay me the big bucks for coaching, right?
Well, darn it, I wish they did.
Well, I think Mingus wants to kind of take the decision out of Coach Young's hand.
3rd and 2. Here's the Marauders jump off sides. Jeez, 3rd down and 2, and it's Greg Charles, the tight end, that jumps on 1 when the count was 2, and now it's 3rd and 7, way back at the 14, now we're at the 13-yard line. Now they're going to mark at the 14-yard line.
Painful penalty. Extremely painful penalty by the Mingus Marauders.
Now it's 3rd and long.
Yep.
3rd and about 8 is what it is here.
Now we're looking at 2-down territory.
From the shotgun, man in motion is Herndon. Rolling to his right. Looking at now flags come flying. And Marauders going to back up 5 more. Jeez. It went from 3rd down and 2 at the 8 to now it's going to be 3rd down and 13 or 12 now back at the 18.
You know, this is where character really steps up. Can the Mingus Marauders get all of that junk out of their head?
I'll tell you what,
and figure out how to score here?
I'm not sure they're still in field goal range. The ball spotted at the 18. You're looking at about a 35-yarder, which is what he kicked earlier, I guess.
Yeah, 36-yarder earlier for Cadera.
Yeah, I guess he's in range still.
And you still have another down to try to get some positive yards.
It's 3rd down. It ain't over yet. Waiting the snap. Simmons takes it. Looking right. Simmons now with all day to throw. Looks left. Has a man at the 5-yard line. First down. Brewer with a big catch at the 5. Inside the 5. At the 4. And it's 1st and goal. Marauders at the 4. Big catch by Alex Brewer. You just said a few minutes ago he hasn't had a catch yet, JB. Comes up with a huge one at the 5 and is tackled at the 4. First down and goal. Marauders 4 yards away from taking a lead with 2:45 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, great job by the offensive line, giving Simmons the time to throw. He was on a hook pattern out there.
Herndon in motion, up the middle with Hanks. Hanks inside the 2, and he's down to the goal line, and they're going to call him down inside the 1. He's inside the 1. And the Marauders have a player running out the field with his helmet in his hand. It's number 51, Roberto Mesa.
That's your center.
Man, it's a center running out the field. Never like to see that.
No.
Now who do they run in there as center? Do they run in, not the Volt kid, what's his name?
Aaron Volk?
No, not Volk. It's the other kid. Bond. Was that the kid that they had at backup center?
Good question. I know Brewer came in. He won't be center.
71 went to the line as center now, and that is Tyler Bond. Second down and goal inside the 1. The Marauders jump again. This time it's Mario Rubalcaba that jumps, and now from second and goal inside the 1, it's second and goal from the 6. Killing themselves.
Oh, here comes Mesa back in.
All right. Bond comes out, and here comes Longfellow back in. Wow, 2 big offsides penalties on the Marauders have hurt them on this drive. It's not over yet. It's second and goal at the 6, but it was inside the 1.
Yep.
Longfellow and Herndon in an eye. Here's a snap, and it's going to Herndon up the middle, and inside the 5 is about all he's going to get. And only to about the 5 is all he's going to get. A gain of, about 1.5 yards. And now it's third and goal from the 5. So what was second and goal from the 1 is now third and goal from the 5, and not looking so great again here for Mingus. And at this point, I think you do try the field goal.
No, possibly. Now, Mingus has overcome a couple of these horrid situations. A big third down conversion earlier with the pass play to Brewer.
I'd like to see him pick up another one here.
Well, either that or, they get the ball within the 1 or something again, then I think you go for it.
Morales to the left-hand side, or Moronis rather to the left-hand side. Kitchen in motion. Here's the snap. And looking to throw. Simmons to the end zone to Brewer. And it's incomplete and no flags on the play. Simmons hit on the play. Brewer trying to go up for the ball, and I think he just kind of got boxed out on it. And now the Marauders have a big decision. It's fourth and goal from the 5-yard line. They're down by 5 with 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. If you kick a field goal, you're back within a field goal. You wouldn't need a touchdown necessarily to take a lead.
Well, very true. 2 things on that particular play. First of all, I love the play calling with the play action pass.
Yeah.
And then second of all, Coolidge did a great job covering it. Brewer should have been open.
Mingus, knowing their defense has been pretty good, is going to go for it at the 5. Fourth and goal from the 5. Here's a snap. Rolling right. Simmons throws to the right. He's got a man. Kitchen is tackled at the 1. And the Marauders turn it over on downs at the 1-yard line. The Bears have the ball back at their 1. The Marauder defense needing to come up with a big play here. 43 seconds left, and the Marauders left a short field goal on the field that time, going for it on fourth and goal from the 5. They got 4. And now the Bears have it 99 yards from the end zone. 43 seconds left in the third quarter.
No big plays here. No big plays. I know Mingus is thinking and sniffing safety, but most important, no big plays.
First down and 10. Bears from the 1. Here come the Marauders on defense, and they jump off sides. Jeez. I mean, they're just killing themselves with penalties. And that moves the ball all the way out to the 6.
Yeah, that is huge.
Oh, it's the difference between the 1 and the 6 is insurmountable at this point for the Marauders.
11 penalties, 80 yards against the Marauders here tonight.
First and 5 from the 6. Man in motion, and they're going to look to run it up the middle, and they're going to have a first down all the way out to around the 14-yard line. So what was great position for the Marauder defense after they don't score ends up being a first down all the way out near the 14, and now it's not such bad field position.
No, at least there's the breathing room for a mistake.
3 receivers bunched up wide on the right side, 1 back in the backfield.
Watch the screen.
Mingus needs to get some pressure here, and they're going to hand off up the middle. The Marauders will gather them up at about the 15, a gain of 1. Across the 15 to the 16, they'll give them 2 yards. And the Bears at this point, they're thinking, hey, let's just run the ball and run the clock. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. It'll be second down and 8 for the Bears from the Marauder, or from their own 16-yard line. When we come back for the 4:48, 14-9, the Marauders have had 3 chances to score in this ball game inside the red zone and have come up empty on 3 times and trail by 5. We'll be back with the fourth quarter coming up after this.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders, committed to strengthening communities right here in Arizona. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Arizona Interscholastic Association and the Arizona Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at Mingus High School, as the moon rises over the cave here at Bright Field. The Marauders down by 5. Second down and 8 here for the Bears. Quarterback is hit as he throws, and they're going to say it's a lateral, and the guy comes up with a ball. It's going to be Smith, and he's run out of bounds at about the 16 or 17 yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 2 on the play, and it looked like it should have been an incomplete pass. Instead, they're going to say it was behind him, and it was actually a lateral as he was hit on the play, and a heads-up play that time by number 4, Tyus Smith, to get something out of what could have been a disaster for Coolidge.
Well, I guess that's rushing yards, because he picked up a fumble, right?
For the most part, yeah. It is third down now. Huge play for the Marauder D. 3rd and 5 from the 19-yard line. One receiver on the left, one wingback on the left, receiver on the right, one back in the backfield, and the Marauders jumping around off sides again. And a timeout by the Bears. 11:50 left to go in the game. The Bears have it 3rd and 5, leading 14-9 with 11:50 left, and they call a timeout. We'll be back to Mingus High School after this.
Your life, it's all out in front of you. Your future, wide open. Come and get it. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored. It's a big world. So many places to go and things to see. Experiences you've dreamed of. They can all start closer to home. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Back at Mingus High School, and what has become a game of big plays for the Marauder defense. Here's another. 3rd and 5 at the Bear 19-yard line. 11:50 left in regulation time. The Marauders down 14-9. No scoring in the third quarter of play, although the Marauders should have. Here's the snap, and Romero is hitting the backfield. Gregson's got him for a sack inside the 10, down at the 9. Brandon Gregson comes up with a huge play for the Marauders. They're going to say contact made out around the 12, so there'll be a couple of extra yards there for the Bears, but it's 4th down and 12, and they'll have to punt it away for Mingus, and the Marauders should end up with good field position. They just got to figure out a way to get that rock in the end zone, JB.
I hear you. I hear you. Gregson did a great job, never stopped moving toward the quarterback, even with the fake.
Garcia awaits the punt at the Bear 42-yard line. Punter standing at the 1, awaiting the snap. 3 defenders in front of him. Here's the snap, good snap. Marauders coming after him, not going to get it. Not a great punt. It's angled towards the sideline, taken by Garcia at the 47, to the 40, inside the 40 and out of bounds about the 37. Great field position. Time to do something with the ball for the Marauders. They've only got 1 touchdown tonight. Should have at least 4. And now they need 1 here to take a lead.
Well, momentum is still with the Mingus Marauders here. If they can score and take the lead here in the fourth quarter, Coolidge has had almost no yardage in the second half.
This is the time where you need to take advantage of a team that's got players playing both sides of the ball, and you're starting to see these Bears walking up to the line a little slowly. The Marauders need to have the energy right now to take it to them. 1st down and 10. Hanks in the backfield. They'll get the ball to Hanks. Going left. Hanks cuts it back in the middle, holding on with 2 hands inside the 30. 30. He's wrestled down at the 26. Looks like he'll be just shy of a first down. A gain of 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 for Mingus.
Did you see Morones went out to Brewer's spot at wideout? Brewer came over and played the near tight end.
Nice. Trying to get more blocking in the middle for the Marauders.
It worked. They cut off the end on this side, gave Hanks a nice hole to run through.
2nd down and 1. Here's the snap, and it's going to Herndon going left. Herndon's got a first down. Hold on to the ball, young man, and he does. He's down inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 3 and a first down for Mingus. And we're starting, oh no, looks like he's just tying his shoe. I was going to say, you see number 1, J.T. Gray, slow to get up. So that's good news for Mingus, but it looked like he was just tying that shoe on a little tighter. Probably tries to fly off every time that guy runs. He's a fast dude out there. Playing safety, 6 foot 185 junior.
Why'd you slow down? My shoes aren't fast enough.
His shoe can't keep up. First down and 10. Mingus looking for the go-ahead touchdown. Going to the right side of the field now with Herndon. Cuts it back in the middle. Herndon still on his feet inside the 20 and down to the 20 or to the 17. It's a gain of, looks like it's going to be about 8 on the play and bring up 2nd down and 2 for Mingus. This looks like the opening drive of the game for the Marauders.
It certainly does, and Herndon, great vision running that ball in traffic, weaving through the middle.
Back inside the 20 in the red zone with a 2nd down, and it looks like it's about 3 here for Mingus. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle to Hanks. Hanks inside the 15, and they're going to mark him down right at the 15-yard line, which will be short of a first down by about the length of a football.
Well, he'll pick up at least 2 of what they needed.
3rd down and 1 now. 9 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the ball game. The Marauders down by 5. Looking for a touchdown here to take a lead, and then you wonder, do they go for 2 to make it a 3-point lead? It is the 4th quarter. That's when you start thinking about going for 2. We got to score a touchdown first. From the shotgun, Simmons takes a snap, hands off to Herndon, going right. Herndon cuts it back in the middle. He's got a first down and more. Inside, where they're going to mark him? Right on the 10, and I believe it will be and goal. I believe they will mark it right on the 10-yard line and make it 1st and goal. It is 1st and goal, Mingus, and it's the long version. 1st and goal from the 10. Clock running, 8:43. And Mingus has been here all night, and they don't have anything to show for. He got 1 touchdown.
Right, 1 touchdown, blocked extra point, and a field goal, all within the red zone.
Now the Marauders are at the line of scrimmage, and they'll drop back and huddle, and better be careful they don't get called for delay of game. This is what's happened to them all night long. They get close, and the next thing you know, they're backed up 5 yards. And that guy is standing underneath the goalpost is counting away. Here's the snap. Handoff going. Oh, it's going to be Simmons on the keeper. Simmons into the open. He's at the 5 before being knocked backwards. And that looks like they're going to say at the 6. And now here comes a flag after the play from the guy that was hanging out underneath the goalpost. This could be a huge call if this goes against Mingus on this one.
Mesa's got his helmet off again.
Oh.
He's going to get it back on quickly before they take him out.
Longfellow is running into the game here for Mingus. And they're backing it up.
Oh.
They're moving it all the way back to the 20-yard line where it's going to be
personal foul.
It's going to be 1st and goal from the 20 for the from the 21 for the Marauders.
Oh my goodness.
Or 2nd and goal, right? It's going to be 2nd.
Yeah.
Now the official on the far side of the field comes in. He's blowing his whistle.
No, it should be 1st.
Yeah.
Should have first down.
It should be 1st down. And the officials are talking about something.
Well, the question is was it after the play? Which, if it was after the play, it should be 2nd down.
No, now they're talking about it again. And the Marauders are making some substitutions. Mingus has shot themselves in the foot all night long with penalty after penalty in huge situations. Every time it's a big situation, the Marauders have come up with a bad penalty. And it is 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal from the 20. Almost a passing situation. And the Marauders will look to run it up the middle with Longfellow. And Longfellow is back inside the 15 to about the 14, where it's now 3rd and goal from the 14-yard line. The Marauders are down by 5 points. A field goal won't do it alone. They'd need 2 of them. And now it's 3rd down and goal from the 15-yard line or 14-yard line. You wonder what Coach Young's thinking here if he doesn't get a touchdown.
Time's starting to become an issue, especially if you know you got to give the ball up and get it back.
You know, he's starting to think he wishes he would have kicked the field goal last time he had it at the 1.
Right. And a couple other times when we were within the 10.
Longfellow in the backfield, 3rd down and goal from the 14. Here's a snap. Simmons looking to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete to Brewer at about the 2-yard line. And now, 4th down and goal from the 14-yard line. Are the Marauders going to try to get back within a field goal? It doesn't appear as if they're going to try to attempt a field goal from here. It's well within Kadera's range. He hit a 36-yarder earlier, and the Marauders are going to go for it. Still 7:21, a lot of time left.
I wonder if the block extra point starts to weigh into the coach's mind on this decision.
4th down and goal from the 14-yard line. Herndon in motion, rolling right. Simmons looking to throw, and nowhere to go, and they'll just throw it up and out of bounds, and no chance for anybody to get that. And the Marauders turn it over on downs. 2 times, their last 2 possessions, they were in field goal range, didn't kick a field goal, didn't attempt it, and now still trail by 5.
Now we have a penalty. An unsportsmanlike?
Against Coolidge.
Against Coolidge.
Well, that'll move the ball down inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. And the Marauder defense will have them pinned deep again. Got to see if they can come up with a takeaway.
Right. 67 penalty yards on 9 penalties against the visiting Bears. Mingus has had a dozen
Marauders
penalties.
Trying to get their fans fired up here. They're trying to get their fans into this game here with 7:13 left to go. And they got the Bears pinned deep at their own 7-yard line. Marauders down 14-9. There's been no scoring in the second half of play. Bears out on the field with the offense now. 1 receiver wide on the left, 1 on the right. And there's a flag for too many men on the field.
Yep.
The Bears broke the huddle with 12 guys and tried to run a guy off the field at the last second, but they couldn't get Jameer Moore off the field. And now what do we have, a timeout? And they're waving off the flag because they must have called a timeout, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, 7:13 left to go here in the ball game. The Bears called their second timeout. They've got it 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line. We'll be back to Mingus High School after this.
Keep your vehicle on the road and running right for less with Reese's Tire in Cottonwood. The Reese's Tire Car Care Club card never expires, and you'll save almost $475 off car care services. For only $89.95, you'll get 4 free oil changes, plus discounts on brakes, AC service, batteries, and of course, savings on tires too.
Come into Reese's Tire and Auto and ask us about our Car Care Club card.
At 2435 East State Route 89A in Cottonwood.
Well, let me hit the record button again, JB. Big drive, big play for the Marauder defense here. As the Bears start 1st and 10 from their 7. The Marauders need to keep them right here. 7:13, time starting to click away. And it looks like they're going direct snap to JT Gray. Quarterback Romero's not in the game. Gray looking to take the snap. And there it is, and he fumbles it, picks it up and runs left. And into the line of scrimmage, he's hitting down at around the 9, maybe the 10 after he falls forward. They're going to give him progress to the 10-yard line. Clock running, 7 minutes and counting. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. Gray with a gain of 3.
Well, I tell you, if you are a defensive coordinator and you see Gray getting the ball, I have a feeling your breath gets a little short.
Bears now seemingly not trying to run the clock. Gray stays in at quarterback. He's got the big fellow, number 40, right there next to him, and he's going to run it again, going left, and the Marauders are all over him. Nowhere to run, and they're going to give him about a yard, it looks like, on the carry. I think it was big old number 72, Eppinger, that got in there to make the play for the Marauders, and now it's 3rd down and about 5 for the Bears, and here it is, a big 3rd down play for the Marauders. Mingus still has 2 timeouts to work with, 6:15 on the clock, a lot of time, especially if you can stop them right here.
Right, absolutely.
And Gray stays in at quarterback from the shotgun. 1 man in the backfield, and he's going to run left. Gray is hit, and he's going to go forward, but down, short of a 1st down. only to the 15-yard line, shy of a first down by almost 3 yards, and it brings up 4th and 3, and the Bears are going to have to punt it away. Well, head coach Bob Young brought 9 of his offensive players over to the bench here during that timeout and gave them a thorough scolding, and hopefully he's worked a little mo into those guys and see if they can get that mojo rolling down the field and get a touchdown here in the waning moments of the fourth quarter. We're down to 5.5 minutes left to play.
Right, or the pep talk, of course. By the way, Jordan Wellborn in on that tackle, that crucial third down stop.
And Garcia set to return the punt, standing at the Bear 43-yard line. Mingus should have great field position once again, as long as they don't jump here. 4th down and 3. There's a snap. Good snap, and the punt is away. And it is going to bounce at about the 40. And Garcia is going to let it roll out of bounds at the 49. Mingus 49 yards away from a lead with 5:09 left to go in the ball game. The Marauders have had the ball to start a drive on the Coolidge side of the field all night long. 1 touchdown to show for it, and that's when they took it away on a fumble recovery. The Marauders offense 49 yards away from giving the defense something to work with here in the final minutes of the game. 48 yards. Look, they mark it at the 48. Hey, we already got 1 back.
Right, there you go. By the way, the Mingus defense has been stellar in the second half and have held this Coolidge team to 38 yards.
That's about all they had in the first half without the big 80-yard run. 1st down and 10. Mingus 48 yards away. Here's the snap. Handoff is, no, it's going to be, yeah, it is a handoff, and it's going to Hanks. And he's going to be to about the 46-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play. And, well, they're going to mark him close to the 45, it looks like, so about 3, 2nd down and 7. Clock running under 5 minutes now. Marauders go back into a huddle. The play being run in from the sideline by Alex Brewer. Look over on the sideline. A lot of Marauder coaches standing around with their arms folded, heads down. Come on, guys. Get them fired up out there. 2nd down and 7. The Marauders from the 45-yard line of the Bears. Here's the snap. And they fake the handoff. Simmons rolling left. Simmons looking to throw. He does throw. And it's in and out of the hands of Dakota Hanks that time. Threw it out in front of him a little bit. Hanks had his hands on it, though, and probably a ball that he'll tell you he should have caught. Brings up 3rd down and 7 now for the Marauders.
A little bit of a touch pass there, and sometimes you just got to throw those. Don't aim it, just throw it.
I do better at stick it in his belly.
Oh, yeah, you know, I do better at bowling that way, too. I try to aim it.
Stuff didn't stick in my belly until about the last couple years. Now, a little football might stick a little bit. 3rd down and 7 for the Marauders from the shotgun. Simmons takes a snap, drops straight back, throws left-hand side way over the head of his intended receiver, that time Moronis, and the ball is tipped away by Tyus Smith. And I'll tell you what, Simmons has not been sharp here tonight. 4th down and 7. Do the Marauders punt it away and try to pin them deep here? 4:20 left to go in the ball game and 2 timeouts left for the Marauders. Plenty of time to kick it away and stop them with your D. Or do you look to just go for it from here?
Well, I think if it was 4th and 2, I think the decision makes it a lot easier if you're within the 40. But looks like Mingus is coming out in a go-for-it setup.
Simmons is set under center here. 4th down and 7. Simmons takes a snap, and they're going to fake the handoff. Simmons now looks to throw it out of the backfield to Kitchen. Kitchen on the loose. He's got a 1st down, still on his feet, and he's down at about the 37-yard line, which will be enough for a 1st down by about a yard. Thought he had a lot more than that, JB. Well, it looks like it's going to be enough for a 1st down. Kitchen is, well, let's see. They haven't marked it yet.
There's the side.
1st down. Let's say, nobody said anything but me. And I know in my head that means a lot. But for the rest of you out there.
Gutsy call by the Mingus Marauders to keep the drive alive.
4:10, clock running. 1st down and 10 Marauders from the 37-yard line of the Bears. See if they can get these Bears starting to suck a little wind here. Simmons set under center, coming to the left-hand side of the field. He's got it to Herndon. Herndon running over tacklers and fighting his way downfield for a few more. Gain of about 5. A tough run by Herndon, and he got out of bounds. 3:54 clock stop now for the Marauders as Herndon picked up about 5 on the play. They're going to mark him at the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 5 here for the Marauders.
Well, that's been quite quite a few games since Herndon has had 20 carries in a game.
Wow. Wasn't aware that he had him that many tonight. Here's the snap, and it's fumbled! Simmons dives on it, and I think he's got it. Wow. A gain of 1. It's even better. You fumble and you dive on it and you gain a yard. Now it's third down, however. And a long 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's third down and a long 4 here for the Marauders. Clock running. 3:33. My daughter will tell you that's a lucky number.
Right.
As a matter of fact, Heather might have a chance to break 3 national records tomorrow, JB, in a weightlifting contest down in Mesa.
I've heard such a rumor with some possible reps there to see.
Third down play. Marauders run left to Herndon. He's got a first down the sideline and out of bounds to stop the clock. And now a flag comes in way after the play.
Uh-oh. That could be...
Jeez, the back judge again throwing the flag. Last time he did that, it was a personal foul on Mingus, and it went from first and goal at the, or second and goal at the 5 to second and goal at the 21.
Well, 6 yards on the carry. We'll start there, and it looks like it's a dead ball foul.
And the Bears are backing up, possibly?
Maybe.
It looks like they are.
They are.
We've got
dead ball foul.
Personal foul on the Bears.
Whoa.
Whew. Okay, so that should be, what, half the distance to the goal, which will mark the ball at about the 12-yard line, I believe. Yeah, at the 12.
And gives Mingus another chance at a first down.
First down without scoring. 3:10 left to go in the ball game. Marauders down by 5. First and 10 from the 13-yard line of the Bears. It's going to be Herndon behind Longfellow to the 5, inside the 5 to the 3. They're going to mark him at the 4. He's going to be short of a first down by a yard, a gain of 9. 2:50 left to go in the ball game. Second down and 2 here, it looks like, for the Marauders. Nope, second down and 1 here for the Marauders. 4 yards from a lead. Haven't led the whole game. We're down to 2:40, and the Marauders come out of their huddle. Longfellow and Herndon in an I formation. Simmons set under center. They're going to try to ram it down their throat. Awaiting the snap. Simmons takes a snap, hands off to Longfellow, who gets bottled up at the line and will lose a yard.
He just never got his momentum going. As soon as he got the ball, the run blitz was on.
Nope, never got going. And it's going to be a loss of 2 yards back to the 6. So now it's third down and 3 for the Marauders. 2 minutes left to go in the ball game. And Mingus 6 yards away from a lead. Now they're going to split the backs. It's one back in the backfield, Longfellow. Here's the snap. They're going to sweep to Herndon, going left behind Longfellow. Herndon to the goal line, and he's down at the 1. It'll be first and goal. Mingus at the 1-yard line. 1:41 left to go in the ball game. The officials calling a timeout. They may want to check the spot. They've got it marked at the 2. Yeah. Should be good for a first down. And they're going to bring the sticks out, I believe. Looks like it should be good for a first down. If it is on the 2, which we can't tell really from here because it's not marked on the hash mark, but if it is on the 2, it should be good for a first down because it looked like they started outside. And they were at like the 13, we thought. And they're going to bring out the sticks. Hard to tell from this angle, folks. 1:41 left to go in the ball game. Marauders down by 5. The ball's at the 2-yard line of the Bears. They set the sticks on the field, and they stretch the chain, which doesn't stretch much because it's made of metal. And they say,
they're going to look closely.
Whoa, third down. Third down and a couple of inches.
Maybe a link.
Yeah, not much. That metal stretched. And does Simmons just keep it right behind the center here with Longfellow and Herndon smashing him into the back and trying to push him in the end zone? Would be if I were calling the play. I wouldn't waste any time handing anything off to anybody.
Right.
I just get that ball to the quarterback, have him follow my center, and have him get hit by my fullback or my running back right behind him.
And Mingus is going to take
Coach Young wants to call timeout to talk it over. Great idea. 1:41 left to go in the ball game. It is 4th down and inches for the Marauders. Coach Young calls his second timeout. We'll be back after this.
Marauders fans, take note. Renegade Steakhouse is the place to enjoy good food, good friends, and good times. From Wrangler's prime rib to cowboy caviar, and from cactus fries to cowboy burgers, it's all here waiting for you. I'm Ty Stite, inviting you to visit us at Renegade Steakhouse, where we do things with a style all our own.
Back at Mingus High School, and the whole season for the Marauders comes down to this. It is 4th down and inches from the Bears' 2-yard line. 1:41 left to go. The Marauders down by 5 here in the playoffs at home. Longfellow in the backfield. Simmons set under center. 4th down and inches. Awaiting the snap. There it is. They give it to Longfellow, and he is to about the 1, it looks like, and it'll be 1st and goal, Mingus. Longfellow's got the 1st down inside the 1-yard line. He's not in the end zone, but it's a 1st down for the Marauders. There's the signal from the official. 1st and goal, Mingus, inside the 1-yard line. They're about 18 inches from the end zone with 1:36 left to go, and the clock should start running now that the sticks are set. Mingus should not be in any hurry right now, Jackie. Let that clock run down a little bit. Don't give the Bears a chance with the ball. Very much time left on the clock. 1st and goal, Mingus from inside the 1. Don't do anything crazy. Here's a snap. Simmons pushing forward, and he is. Their helmets come flying, and the Marauders are saying he's in, but the officials don't say he's in. And there's a Marauder hurt on the field. Getting up now, it's 51. That's Norbert Mesa, and apparently it's 2nd down. Simmons got the ball from the 1 to the goal line, and the clock running. 66 seconds left to play. Mesa coming out, losing your center on 2nd and goal from the goal line with under a minute to go, with 5 seconds left in there, or 55 seconds left in the game, down by 5. Here's the snap. Simmons takes the snap, hands off to Herndon. Touchdown! Tyler Herndon! 44 seconds left to go. Tyler Herndon scores for the 2nd time, and the Marauders lead by 1, 15-14. And I would think that Mingus is going to go for 2 here. Coach Young, we're going to call timeout. 44 seconds left. The Marauders lead by 1. They'll look to go for 2. Their first lead of the game comes with 44 seconds left. We'll be back after the Marauder timeout.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Mingus High School, the Marauders take a lead, and now they'll look to go for 2 to put themselves up by a field goal. 15-14, the Marauders lead with 44 seconds left in the game. Mingus takes the lead for the first time tonight. Man in motion is Herndon. They'll roll right, looking to throw in the back of the end zone. It's good! The catch is made, and the Marauders lead by 3. It's Jesse Moronis that comes up with a big play for the Mingus Marauders, and the 2-point conversion is good. And the Marauders lead by 3 as Moronis makes the catch in the back of the end zone. 44 seconds left, JB. Kick the ball out of bounds.
Yes, no kidding. By the way, Coolidge Bears they only have 1 timeout remaining, Zach.
And 44 seconds on the clock. I'd make them earn it.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't let JT Gray have this ball in his hands. Unless he's picking it up from outside the sideline there somewhere and handing it back to the referee, saying, what are we at the 35?
Right, right.
Now, the last time Jacobo kicked off, which was to begin the second half, Jackie, it's a whole half ago, only scoring in the second half was that touchdown 2-point conversion. Jacobo kicked it into the end zone. Not sure I like the odds on that. I think I like kicking it out of bounds. I'd like to play it safe sometimes. Jacobo to kick off for the Marauders. Got to make a tackle if he does kick it inbounds. Here it is, a line drive. Bounces and taken at the 15-yard line by the up man, Moore. Moore trying to get outside to the left-hand side of the field. He's caught, and now he's hit, and he's going to be tackled and down at about the 30-yard line. 10 seconds come off the clock. 34 seconds left in the game, and the Bears need a field goal to tie.
Well, he never actually went down, but they did call his momentum stopped.
And now you'd have to imagine the Bears are in a passing situation, something we haven't seen them do very much of tonight. He's been efficient when he has passed, but hasn't been for big yardage. Romero back in at quarterback from the gun. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Here's the snap. Romero flushed out of pocket, hit it, and he breaks free. Still on his feet, throws a pass to the left side, and the Marauders trying to get him. They do, inbounds. They gain him about 8 on the play. Clock is running to 20 seconds. Bears only have 1 timeout left, and they're going to call it. Clock stops at 18 seconds. 2nd down and 2 from the 38-yard line, and the Bears call their final timeout of the game. We'll be back to Mingus High School 18 seconds away from victory in round 1.
Verde Valley Connections is your source for primary medical care.
Verde Valley Connections is here for you. We're taking new patients every day. Just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment, or stop in and we'll try to work you in.
We'll take the time to get to know you.
And if you need a prescription, our pharmacy is right here in the lobby.
Whether you're new in town or just don't have a primary care connection,
Verde Valley Connections is here for you.
call 634-2236 and ask for Connections.
Back at Mingus High School, 18 seconds on the clock. The Bears 61 yards from the end zone. The Marauders lead it 17-14. Bears called their final timeout. It's 2nd down and 1 from the 39-yard line. Quarterback Romero set under center. He's got 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, 1 back in the backfield. 3-step drop, looking deep down the right-hand sideline, and the Marauders are going to intercept it, and the Marauders win! The Marauders win! Andrew Garcia comes up with a big INT, and Mingus takes it back at their own 21-yard line, and the Bears hit their knees and fall to the ground in tears. The Marauders win here at home. A big interception to end the game with 12 seconds left, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Bears laying on the field on their knees or some other sort, just exasperated from this game here tonight. The Marauders trailed all night long until 44 seconds left to go, and the big touchdown run by Tyler Herndon, his 2nd of the night, and then a 2-point conversion gives the Marauders a 3-point lead. Then the defense comes up with a huge INT by Andrew Garcia, and now we got flags flying from everywhere, and it looks like one of the coaches, if not the head coach from Coolidge, has been ejected from the game.
Well, that was a verbal one out there. JT Gray, look, JT Gray is barely getting off the field. He is hurt. He's not just emotionally hurt, he is physically hurt.
Yes, the Marauders come up with a huge win here tonight, JB. And we saw flags flying from everywhere. It's going to be personal foul on sport. It's not going to matter. The Marauders are going to take a knee and win this game 17-14 over the Coolidge Bears, who are a very good team, a very game effort tonight by these Coolidge Bears. They've got a good football team. There's no doubt about it. They just ran into a Mingus Marauder team that wanted it a little bit more here tonight on their home field.
That's what we talked about before the game. I got a chance to talk to these young men and said it is all about heart. It is about the Matt Earl effect.
Right, yeah. First down, they all said, who? All the coaches were going, yeah. 1st and 10, Marauders in the victory formation, and that's it. Marauders take a knee and they'll win. Final score, 17-14. The Marauders had led for 44 seconds of this game, and that's all it took as long as it's the final 44. And the Marauders advance into the second round of the playoffs. Most likely opponent, Seton Catholic, next week at Apollo High School. A Saturday game next week at Apollo High School. Final score here tonight, the Mingus Marauders 17, the Coolidge Bears 14. Mingus with a big win here at home. Let's take a break. We'll be back after this.
Keep your vehicle on the road and running right for less with Reese's Tire in Cottonwood. The Reese's Tire Car Care Club card never expires, and you'll save almost $475 off car care services. For only $89.95, you'll get 4 free oil changes, plus discounts on brakes, AC service, batteries, and of course, savings on tires too.
Come into Reese's Tire and Auto and ask us about our Car Care Club card.
At 2435 East State Route 89A in Cottonwood.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Mingus High School, and the Marauders win in the first round by a final score of 17-14. The Marauders led for all of 44 seconds of this game, Jackie, but it was the final 44, and the Marauders escape with a victory here tonight at home over the Coolidge Bears, and Mingus will go on to the second round, most likely against Seton Catholic, another team the Marauders have had their eye on here for a couple years, next Saturday down at Apollo High School in Glendale. So Saturday at Apollo, the Marauders, and most likely Seton Catholic. However, we would love to see it beat Chin Lee.
Oh yeah, that would be that would be fun, just for old time's sake.
Yeah.
However, the odds of that very unlikely. Seton should be able to handle Chin Lee very well here tonight. Boy, Mingus had their backs up against the wall. Wow, what incredible maturity for this squad to come back in the playoffs with all the pressure. I mean, it was up to them. It was their game to take or break. And what a phenomenal effort by the visiting Coolidge Bears. A stingy defense, no doubt, won the takeaway battle, won a defensive battle here, didn't win the battle offensively on the ground, especially in the second half. But what a squad this is, some phenomenal players, and I expect this team is going to be something that you're going to deal with next year.
Yeah, they're going to be pretty good, there's no doubt about it, but the Marauders, really, Jackie, they won 17-14, probably should have won somewhere in the range of maybe 38-14. Marauders left a lot of points on the board there in this game. First 2 drives of the game, marched down inside the red zone and fumbled. Later here in the second half, had the ball 4th and goal from the 5, threw it, got it to the 1, didn't score on that one. And Mingus had some opportunities to really blow this thing open, never were able to do that, but in the end, we're able to do enough to get the victory, score a touchdown with 44 seconds left to take a lead, and then their defense is held on. The Marauders win. Well,
this is the maturity part that I was talking about. You know what? After you've been in the red zone 3 times and you've coughed it up and couldn't score, you know what? I mean, that starts to be, what did Keanu Reeves call it in The Replacement? Quicksand. It starts working on you, and then the harder you try, the faster you start to sink. But Mingus was able to overcome that and kept struggling and fighting back and find their way into the end zone to finally take the lead.
These Coolidge Bears, they were thoroughly dejected after this game, JB. I mean, they were dropping like flies. You'd think the cannon went off and they all dropped to the ground. Incoming, I mean, we won for 47 minutes and 16 seconds.
Right.
And then we lost.
Right. And, oh, yeah. No, my hat's off to this squad. They played a heck of a football game. They put their heart and soul out into this game and tried desperately just to hang on defensively because they weren't going to get it done offensively here in the second half. Mingus got extremely stingy in the second half. Didn't allow the big plays.
No points in the second half.
No, I had 2 first downs in the second half. That's it.
And really, off their 2 touchdowns, one of them was an 80-yard breakaway. And other than that, the Runner defense played really well tonight.
Very well. The other was a very short field after a fumble recovery. So Mingus set themselves up to allow them to score. Well, not the breakaway, but nonetheless, the squad played an awesome football game. Coolidge is definitely for real, no doubts about it. And Mingus able to come back to win this one. Here's how the scoring went. It started with the Coolidge Bears scoring first, the Wildcat formation with J.T. Gray, and he breaks it off. Good. He is fantastic. He is absolutely wonderful. Watch this move. He gets to the outside, beats Pelletier off the dive, and then just turns on the afterburners. Look at this. He's just running away from everybody.
He was their team.
No doubts about it. Well, they had other weapons. Jameer Moore was absolutely fantastic. Quarterback. You know, I heard that Romero, the sophomore quarterback, having to come in. You know, they're going to take a real step down for this young man. However, he was 4 of 4 of his first 4 passes, including a throwing touchdown in the first half. Well, Mingus would come back in the second quarter with 10:08 left to go, and believe it or not, score a field goal.
Yeah.
Cadera with a 36-yard attempt just gets it off in front of JT and gets it through for 3 points, and it was 7-3. Okay, so Mingus is down by 4. We've already been in the red zone 3 times. We've come out with 3 points.
Yeah, we got them.
Yep, we got it. We can do this. Well, unfortunately, we'd come back the other way after another Mingus Marauder turnover. They lose the turnover battle 3-2 here tonight.
Right, but the 2 they got were huge.
Absolutely. The 2 they got, they were huge. Although the same could be said for Coolidge. 2 fumbles within the red zone.
Right.
So, I mean, those got to count those as huge as well. 7:14 left to go, second quarter. A 14-yard pass. Romero finds his receiver Marcos Lopez in the end zone, right at about the 2-yard line, and then he muscles his way through the Mingus Marauder defense. That is desire, and he gets it done, is awarded with the points. If you notice, most of the touchdowns here tonight were by inches. It wasn't like anybody ran open through the end zone.
One.
Yeah,
J.T. Gray.
Yeah, that's right. I try to forget that one. At halftime, it was
so long ago.
I know. So was breakfast, come to think of it. 14-3 was the score at halftime. 14-3 going into halftime, so it looked, but Mingus would score with 41 seconds left to go in the first half, and 44 seconds left to go in the second half. How about that?
Marauders' 2 touchdowns both come in the last minute of the half.
Oh, my. Man, that's got to mean something.
Both from Tyler Herndon.
Tyler Herndon gets his first of 2 and finds the end zone from 4 yards out. The extra point, by the way, was blocked, I believe, by J.T. Gray. So it was 14-9, and all of a sudden it was a 5-point game. Now, with it being a 5-point game, every trip to the red zone that Mingus got, well, Coach Young didn't choose to go for the 3.
No, even after kicking the field goal earlier, which was longer than what some of these other field goals would have been. I mean, he kept thinking we're going to score a touchdown. He kept going for the touchdown and being denied until the end.
Well, yeah. I mean, how can they stop us?
Right.
We're in the 4. We're on the 2. We're
right.
And
you know what I kept remember? 2nd and goal at the 1. Went to 2nd and goal at the 6.
Yep.
Went to 2nd and goal at the 12 or at the 11, and stuff like that hurt the Marauders tonight. A lot of penalties hurt the Marauders tonight.
Oh, my gosh. Almost 200 yards of combined penalties here tonight between the 2 squads, which might be the most we've seen in a broadcast in quite some time.
Oh, this year for sure.
Third quarter action, absolutely 0. Although Mingus had several trips to the red zone, the drama continued. Gave it up on 4th down, and goal from the 5. Get tackled. Brandon Kitchen catches the pass and gets tackled at the 1-yard line. And then a penalty right away gives them 1st and 5. They give a little bit of room. Mingus gets the ball back, drives it down. Mingus was phenomenal driving the ball between our 40 and their 20, maybe even their 15.
Right.
And then it started getting really tough.
Then it got tough, yeah.
Then it got extremely tough. And then the winning touchdown here tonight by Tyler Hernan, 2nd and a goal from just inches. And we get the lead block out there by Longfellow. Herndon skims through the hole made and dives his way into the end zone. And
that one was way in the end zone.
Yes, it was. Yeah, okay, you're right. And into Mingus Marauder history with the playoff win over the Coolidge Bears out here tonight. Now, keep in mind, some huge plays on that final drive. I mean, it wasn't just, getting first down on second down.
Personal foul helped move that ball downfield a little bit, too.
Yes, some of the penalties definitely went Mingus's way in that last drive. Then you had the 4th and inches play that Longfellow was able to pick up. Otherwise, the game was over right there.
Right.
I mean, the life and drive were over 3 or 4 times.
Some of the Bears weren't aware of what was going on out there. They weren't aware. They stopped them at the 1, and they started celebrating. Yeah, we stopped them. Well, no, now it's 1st and goal from this far away.
Right. And then they still stood up again. Stopped the first try, too.
Yeah.
And then all of those things happen to work out in Mingus's favor. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking down.
Which was helping the Marauders as well. And they needed that clock to tick away. If they scored, they didn't want to give the Bears much time.
No. And then able to give it back with just the 44 seconds. The kick going to the up man, hitting the ground, starts the clock right away. And they run off 10 seconds right there trying to get the ball back. And finishes with a Garcia interception. And you know what? I love it when the defense finishes on the field, gets their job done well and last, and we go to the victory formation.
Yeah, that's the best.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, after a game like this, a heart-wrenching defeat for the Coolidge Bears, that 3-hour bus trip back home is going to seem like 3 days.
Oh, I know. Yes, believe me. The truck ride home a couple of times in our career has been long.
Right. Even though they've been short.
Well, I know, but 10 minutes of period, 10 minutes of absolutely no talking, and then, somebody says, oh, I can't believe it. And we start all over again.
There we go. Well, we play again Friday. All right. Well, hey, we don't play again Friday anymore. We play on Saturdays now. How about that? It's almost like we stepped up to the next level.
Collegiate.
Yeah. All right, fans. Let's take a quick break right here. We'll be back with more of the post-game report. The Marauders victorious tonight in round 1 by a final of 17-14 over the visiting Coolidge Bears. Mingus will play on. The Bears have started the hugging on the sideline. We'll be back after this.
Marauders fans, take note. Renegade Steakhouse is the place to enjoy good food, good friends, and good times. From Wrangler's Prime Rib to Cowboy Caviar, and from Cactus Fries to Cowboy Burgers, it's all here waiting for you. I'm Ty Stite, inviting you to visit us at Renegade Steakhouse, where we do things with a style all our own.
Verde Valley Connections is your source for primary medical care.
Verde Valley Connections is here for you. We're taking new patients every day. Just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment, or stop in and we'll try to work you in.
We'll take the time to get to know you.
And if you need a prescription, our pharmacy is right here in the lobby.
Whether you're new in town or just don't have a primary care connection,
Verde Valley Connections is here for you.
Call 634-2236 and ask for Connections.
Back at Mingus High School, 17-14, the Marauders move on in the playoffs. It wasn't pretty, but it ended great for Mingus. A victory will send them into the second round next Saturday down at Apollo High School. Most likely opponent is going to be Seton Catholic. And, Jackie, we just got some news about this huge gathering of Coolidge players and family down here on the field.
Well, unfortunately, as we understand it, what we're told here by the truck is that one of the Coolidge players lost his mom in an auto accident, apparently, earlier this week, a couple of days ago. I'm not sure exactly about the timing. However, it appears as though the Coolidge Bears were dedicated this game to her and to her memory. And so all of a sudden, not only it was the emotion of the playoffs, the emotion of being on the road, now you have the emotion of making that dedication to this, one of your brothers' parents.
It makes more sense now as the game ended and we saw Bears hitting their knees and head on the ground, and it makes more sense now. I mean, it's one thing to, we lost a football game, I'm sad, but it's another thing when you know that you've lost somebody that's close to your family and the game was dedicated to that person.
Well, we send out our best wishes to that family and all that surround them, and our prayers are with them, and pray that healing comes quickly and soon.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now, as far as back to the game here, JB, the Marauders dominated the game.
They did.
And they won by 3.
Right. Right. Oh, my gosh. And you got to credit. You really have to credit the Coolidge Bears for that. I mean, Mingus has had games like that as well, where we were absolutely dominated. However, like the Prescott game, we shouldn't have lost that game 17-0. We should have really lost that game 42-0, 14 something. But defense kept the Mingus Marauders in that game the whole time.
Ask me again, JB.
Did I?
Yeah.
Start throwing out numbers.
Okay, yeah.
Nonetheless, Coolidge just played an absolutely phenomenal football game defensively, and Mingus had to find a way around it to win here tonight. It took desire, it took drive, and it took courage. It took continuation. Mingus out here tonight. Simmons ends up 7 for 16, 109 on the night. No throwing touchdowns. Got picked once when he overthrew the ball.
Two-point conversion throwing the ball.
That's right. He did get a 2-point conversion throwing the ball as well. I thought you were saying 2 interceptions. I'm scanning my brain going, no.
No, 2 throwing.
There we go. 2 points throwing. Herndon, 24 carries here tonight. Talk about being a workhorse. 115 yards, 2 touchdowns here today. 338 yards on the night for the Marauders. 229 on the ground, 109 passing. Mingus had 216 yards at halftime. So Mingus only able to put 120 yards in offense in the second half. However,
good for 1 touchdown.
It was good for 1 touchdown, and it more than doubled the output. In fact, it more than tripled the output for the Coolidge Bears here in the second half. For the Coolidge Bears, quarterback Christopher Romero ends up 5 for 10, 1 touchdown, 1 interception there at the end of the game.
Started 4 of 4.
Right.
And then went 1 of 6 after that.
Exactly. Mingus started to pick up on it. Wasn't going to give him the short little stuff, the little slant passes and or the screens.
And here's another one with Gray.
Oh, Gray. Ended up first half 2 for 79 yards, 8 for 100 yards to finish the game, and the only a touchdown for the visiting Bears. Still averaging 12.5 yards per carry, but boy, was he above that. 157 rushing yards for the Bears, 55 passing, 212 total at the end of the first half. The Bears had, I think it was 137 yards, something along those lines. In fact, no, it was more than that, 150 yards thereabouts in the first half. So they're only able to muster 50 to 60 yards in the second half.
Our defense was stellar.
Yes, I'll attest to that. Mingus turned it on and turned it up. And talk about, you could see where this team started to step it up in the second half.
Yeah, because they went back to their go-to play there where they lined up Gray in the backfield to take the direct snap and have him just take off with it. And that didn't work in the second half. The Marauders were waiting for him to take off with it, and it was 2 yards, a yard, back in the backfield. And like you said, first touch of the game for Gray, 80 yards, touchdown. The next 7 carries, 20 yards.
Right.
So it was just a little dink and dunks there. It wasn't anything big, which is what they were hoping for.
Right. Well, I think the first time Mingus kind of got caught off guard. And
hey, where's that guy going?
Well, I know he's fast. oh my gosh, he's fast. I got to do a different angle downfield against this kid.
Send him to our sideline. Maybe someone will trip him up.
Well, Mingus here tonight, the story is absolutely unbelievable. How many times the Mingus Marauders had momentum going, lost momentum. I mean, I was getting seasick, literally, with the momentum changes back and forth in this game. And Mingus, for the most part, some of it going their way, some of it not. But at certain times, you wondered whether or not they were pushing that self-destruct button.
Well, no, they were. For sure. There's no doubt about it. I mean, 2 fumbles in the red zone to begin the game. The Marauders could have been up 14-0, and this game would have been a blowout.
Yep.
Bears would have just been out of it right away, but they don't score. The Bears get the first touchdown. They're feeling good about themselves. Take a lead in the halftime. They get the ball to start the second half. The Bears were just kind of being strung along this whole time that they thought, hey, everything that needs to go our way is going our way, and we're going to win this game. Till 44 seconds left, and Tyler Herna says, not in my house. I'm going to score, and we're going to win.
Right. Well, I think there were a lot of Marauders to step up on that. I think the left side of the offensive line
and Longfellow
stepped up huge. Longfellow getting in the backfield going, I know I'm tired from playing defense, but who cares? I'm 18 and invincible, right?
Yeah, well, and the best blocker the Marauders have to go blow open a hole when you're inside the 5.
Well, not only that, but this team is huge.
You're right. No, you need somebody that can hit these guys and move them back. Hanks, great running back, has had a great year, but to be a lead back, fullback back there, just doesn't have the weight in the pants to move some of those big players out like Longfellow does.
Well, he is a great blocker. No doubts about it. Hanks is an excellent blocker, especially a pocket blocker. The problem is you got a defensive line that is averaging 275.
Right, you got guys that weigh over 100 pounds more than he does.
Right. Right, and that's going to make it extremely difficult. So I think some of the changes that were made were good coaching moves by the Mingus Marauders.
And don't forget Coach Young bringing his offense over to the bench towards the end of the second half there, and he had 9 of his offensive players. The other 2 must have been out there on defense. He brought them over to the bench, and you could see him pointing and telling everybody, you got to do this, and you got to do this, and you got to do this. And next drive, the Marauders get in the end zone to score the winning touchdown.
Well, I think he was challenging them.
We told him there is no tomorrow. That's what you said during the timeout. He's telling that's the there is no tomorrow speech.
Right, exactly. Dorothy clicks her heels together. Nothing happens. Shoes are broken. There is no tomorrow. So, Mingus Marauders, fortunately for them, come out on top, show tremendous courage and tested to come back to win this one.
Yes.
Yes.
They did. And that's a good sign for this Mingus Marauder team because they had the runaway feel-good game last week against Camp Verde. The last 2 weeks before that, the Marauders were a little bit slow there with the offense. The offense wasn't moving very well. I think tonight they got touchdowns at very important times, both of them in the last minute of the half, and that may be something to help build on next week against Seton Catholic. It's on a neutral site down in Phoenix. Seton Catholic should be an interesting game. Winner of that one goes on to the Final Four.
Exactly, and Mingus wants to start making that trip religiously back to the Final Four, and might be the only shot in Division 4 to do it if the rumors are true and they're moving up to Division 3.
Right. Well, we'll have to see how that goes. We got a lot of football left to go this year. 3 more for the Marauders for a state championship, and they just keep getting tougher.
Oh, yeah.
After this. Unless Chin Lee beats Seton tonight. I mean, wouldn't that be great?
Go Wild.
Yeah, go Cats. All right, fans. We'll be back to Mingus High School final score. The Marauders 17. The Coolidge Bears 14. Mingus advances to the second round of the playoffs. We'll be back after this.
Your life, it's all out in front of you. Your future, wide open. Come and get it. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored. It's a big world. So many places to go and things to see. Experiences you've dreamed of. They can all start closer to home. Degrees that transfer, programs that train for jobs. Yavapai College. Life explored.
2 things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Mingus High School, and all's well that ends well, and it ended great tonight. The Marauders score a touchdown with 44 seconds left to go in the ball game to take their first lead of the ball game and hold on to D to win it 17-14 tonight over the very game Coolidge Bears. Get it? Game Bears. And the Marauders advance to the second round of the playoffs against who we imagine to be the Seton Catholic, what are they called? Bulldogs or something, and we played Notre Dame, and they were the Saints.
Right. Right. So these are probably the Crusaders or saying something along those lines. Actually, I'll have to look that up and find out. We do have a couple of scores, though, from other games. Sholo taking care of business over Fountain Hills. 42-25 was the last score that we got. However, there's always going to be an upset somewhere. The upset so far is Empire in the fourth quarter leading Estrella Foothills.
Watch those Tucson teams.
I know, 28-14, and that could be the upset. Now, going into tonight's game, the Mingus
my pick.
That is true.
That was my pick.
He honestly mentioned that in the pregame. He did. He mentioned that in the pregame before. It might have been off camera, but I remember. I got you, man. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do remember. Anyway, where was I now?
I don't know. The well's dry, so you may as well get back to it.
Oh, back to work we go. So much for the handouts. All right. Anyways, looking to see go on to play the winner of Seton Hill.
Seton Catholic.
Seton Catholic. Seton Hills. I'm starting to combine them. Seton Catholic and Chinley, most likely Seton.
You'd have to think.
Still looking to get a score updated on. I know where I was going. Coming into here tonight's game, the Arizona Republic apparently picked the Coolidge Bears to beat the Mingus Marauders as an upset game out here tonight in the first round of the Division IV playoffs.
Need Richard Obert on my speed dial.
There you go. Winslow and Buckeye still waiting for a score between number 7 and number 10 on that one. We got the Sholo advancing past Fountain Hills.
I got Buckeye in that one.
I would imagine Buckeye was favored very high earlier in the season. However, Winslow has shown some interesting. I mean, some weeks they're on and they win by 40, and the next week they lose by 40.
They are at home.
It depends on what team shows up, and I think that does make a difference. Buckeye coming all the way up to the cold country in Winslow.
Right, Buckeye being way west of Phoenix and Winslow being way east of Flagstaff is quite a trip.
I talked to the coach of the Coolidge Bears, and they said traveling 3 hours, they're used to it.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Now, the thing is, you have to wonder if Buckeye is hanging out on the corner. Remember, we saw the corner the other day when we went out to Snowflake. We saw the corner in Winslow, Arizona.
Yes, there's a gift store.
It says, this is the corner.
This is the corner. Place quarter here. That's right. Yeah, I got to pay to stand on the corner, right?
So some interesting matchups, though, in the first round, and it'll be interesting to see who wins everything tonight. There's some that it should be pretty easy, like the Sholo score. We expect that. We expect Blue Ridge to completely annihilate whoever they have tonight. Globe, right? That Empire game, I think that's is that not an 8-9 matchup, Empire and Estrella Foothills?
River Valley. River Valley and Monument Valley.
And that's another one that's a close one.
Right.
Not that any of those teams have any chance to win at all. I think there's only about 4 teams, maybe 5 teams that have a chance to win it all. But that's an interesting matchup as well, that 8-9 matchup. And the winner of that goes on to play Blue Ridge.
Right. And Monument Valley is just trying to play for some pride out there. They had a perfect season going until they ran into Winslow, who put up 40 on them.
Right.
And they kind of got a rude awakening. They came back to win the final game against Window Rock and hang on to an 8th seed in Division IV and get the home playoff game. And River Valley, of course, all the way on the west coast of Arizona, has to make the long trip over.
But that's a team that's experienced to making a long trip because they got to make a long trip every time they play on the road, it seems. They've got a couple-hour drive. So I think that's one that favors Monument Valley more so that they're at home than it would be if they had to go to River Valley, because that would have been a long trip for them, where River Valley is kind of just the normal.
Very true. And then, of course, the bottom of that top bracket for the playoff teams, that could be very interesting. That's where you've got Empire upsetting right now, Estrella Foothills, and then Snowflake taking on Payson. I got to take Snowflake in that one.
Too.
Although Payson has had moments of brilliance. They have. have.
Never know.
They have definitely had moments of brilliance.
It's high school football.
Coolidge has had a championship in Division what was 3A during the course of the decade. However, this one will not pan out for them as they will depart in the first round to the hands of the Mingus Marauders.
Yay, Mingus. All right, player of the game, JB. I think that one's pretty easy tonight.
Oh.
We only had 2 touchdowns. They both came from the same kid. Tyler Herndon did a nice job tonight for the Mingus Marauders. A lot of carries. Would you mention 25 carries, 24 carries tonight for Tyler Herndon. And here's the second touchdown of the game for Herndon as he gets in for the game winner right there with 44 seconds left to go. And the Mingus Marauders come up victorious here tonight. Tyler Herndon, 2 TDs, 100 yards plus rushing tonight for the Mingus Marauders. And Tyler Herndon is our Vinny's New York Chef's Pizza player of the game.
This goes back to his first touchdown, the 4-yard run here on Suddenlink Channel 2 and Cable 1 Channel 2, where, of course, you can catch the replay if you listened on the road and you want to see just how this one looked in real time. You can catch it on Cable 1 and Suddenlink Cable Channel 2. And, of course, you know, you can't mention the player of the game here tonight without the supporting cast. Longfellow played a phenomenal game. I thought Dakota Hanks ran the ball hard. Garcia, with his punt returns out here today, ran the ball hard. Kitchen ran his heart out here tonight.
Kitchen played real well and had the biggest hit of the year.
Oh,
he lit up old number 66. Boy.
Yes.
That's as hard as that kid's been hit probably in his whole life.
In fact, we got to get the replay on that one. That was definitely the hit of the year was Brennan Kitchen.
And he crushed that dude.
And what a momentum switch it made. At that particular point in the game, that big hit just got everybody's blood flowing, and Mingus came up and was able to make another surge.
Yeah. Well, and it opened Herndon up for about another 20 yards or so on that run.
Yes. 58-yard pass play actually is what it was. Biggest pass play of the game for the Mingus Marauders. So that was absolutely fantastic. So in addition to all his rushing yards out here tonight, Herndon also had the 58 passing or receiving yards as well, which
nice job.
Put him over half of the yardage for the Marauders here tonight.
And I like having Herndon following Longfellow. That's as powerful as the Marauders can get in the backfield.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt, that brings it there. There's a lot of weight and a lot of hitting going on with that.
Whacking going on when those guys have it.
No kidding.
All right, fans, final score 17-14. The Marauders live to play on with a victory tonight over the Coolidge Bears. Mingus on the road next Saturday, 3 o'clock game. Is that right? Yeah, 3 o'clock game next Saturday at Apollo High School in Glendale. Come on down and check it out. The Marauders taking on what we expect to be Seton Catholic in the second round of the Division 4 state playoffs. All going to neutral sites now. A win next week puts the Marauders in the Final Four. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. We'd also like to thank our camera crew and our producers back in the truck down here behind us. For Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. We'd like to thank Nick Yatsenko and our executive producer, Ryan Nichols, as well as all of our terrific camera people. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to vote, JB. We didn't even talk about that. Next Tuesday is the big election, so it doesn't matter who you're for, just matters if you vote. So get out there and vote. That's your right. And in this country of freedoms, you ought to take advantage of your rights.
Now, of course, if you're watching this replay on Wednesday,
well, you missed out. Should have been there yesterday. But if you're listening tonight on the radio, get out there and vote on Tuesday. Everybody have a great weekend. We will talk. Oh, and don't forget your youth football tomorrow at CMS. The Bears play at 10 o'clock, and then I believe the Colts play at noon. Not sure about that, but I believe the Colts play right after the Bears at noon. So come watch your High Desert Youth football. Local kids playing tomorrow. The playoffs are starting in 3 weeks. The championships will all be right here at Mingus, so don't forget about that either. For JB, I'm ZC. See you next Saturday from Apollo High School.
All the way, fight, 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 go, Riders, fight, for Mingus, when it's already